do we wish to have a recap of the previous session?
Sure.
We very slowly made it over a mound of rubble.
Yep.
There's stuff up before then, wasn't
We
it?
met some people
Yes,
who
there was some people there.
yeah. Well,
I mean,
I think we made it.
we left Sumberton. It was the start of the last session, wasn't it?
No,
Indeed it was.
was it? I thought we
Yeah.
met Vexxi on the road. That was the start
We
of the
did.
last session.
You did.
Well,
No,
we were
it was
on the
shortly
road.
after.
No, because we'd already left.
No, you
We'd
were just
already left.
Yeah,
No.
you
No,
technically.
It was
Yeah.
after.
The session started with we head off towards Androshell. On the first 2 days are uneventful. However, on the afternoon of the second day, a figure in the distance begins to catch up to the group. Stranger reaches the party as we set up camp. The stranger resolves into a half-orc female who's friend of the merchant Kingsley, who has sent her as she is looking for a way to get ahead in life. We seem to accept her into the group for now. I mean, yes, we do it with open arms, with no reservations.
Mhm.
We continue relatively uneventfully to the ruins of Androshell. The weather is looking poor, however, it doesn't appear to have turned out too badly during the trip. We arrive. It appears to be a camp out the front of the ruins, fairly well stocked but moderately casual. Beyond the camp, there is a picket of sentries guarding the keep walls. The crew is fairly motley, approximately 10 in the camp and 20 watching the walls. As we approach, an arrow is fired into the front of the group, warning the group to cease our approach. We stop and wait for the leader to come and greet us. Barris the Grieve, is it?
Great.
Yeah,
Barris?
the Grieve.
The Grieve introduces himself. Sean knows him from a previous adventure or misadventure.
Yeah, and Lenza does as well.
Yep. And basically introduce ourselves and head into the camp. Barris tells us the ruins are overtaken by goblins, and he warns Varys to watch herself as the mercenaries are a motley bunch. There appears to be 20 to 25 people in the camp. The brothers Sebastian and Braden greet the group and discuss trepidation about serving Sybil, as they are beginning to have doubts about her motives.
Sanity.
Hmm?
And sanity, I believe.
Mm-hmm. They offer us breakfast the next morning. It doesn't look too appealing. Most of the group decides to use their rations. The brothers weren't there at the breakfast. We then head into the ruins to an attempt at TPK. Yep, and then that's where we start climbing over rocks really slowly, and then try to get eaten by what is it?
Carrion worms.
Giant worms. And spells are cast at us. And yeah.
To be fair, only
Our
some of
footfalls
us
were too even.
Yes, we needed to walk without rhythm to not attract the worm. Only some of us were trying to get eaten by the carrion worm. Others, like Oz, had a way more amazing plan of hanging back.
Hey, I'm still trying to climb over these rocks, and everyone wants a healing spell, but you're all like miles away from me. Not that I have healing spells.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Best cleric ever.
I think I made a meme of that.
He can heal us. We just need to die first.
It's not Vermintide where you respawn.
Oh no, I'm saying he'll res our bodies.
No, animate. There is a big difference between res and animate.
Yes, animate our bodies.
Cool. All right, so good recap. You can give yourself no XP. I'll put it on the spreadsheet for you.
Oh, I'll give myself I can put a 0 at the end of my character sheet XP. Can I stop to level now?
Yeah, you can do it. Put it at the left end.
Oh, no fun.
You can put it at the right end if you want. You know, the spreadsheet I have is the source of all truth. So go for it. Next time I update your spreadsheet, your XP, I just delete what's there and put the new number in. It's all good.
Alternately, you could just get him to highlight his XP and then hit the 0.
Oh. Oh. Map. I'm so zoomed in.
Ah,
That is not good.
I blame Ben.
Yeah.
Not really.
It changes for every game.
Yeah.
The
All right,
blessings
here
of
we
the
go.
nightmare.
There we are.
Blessing of the Nightmare of Souls. Yep. Also, I forgot to mention Vexxi because you played that Major Blessing. You actually get some bonuses when you play. Anyone who plays Major Blessings gets bonuses. I'll just look them up again. It's like you've got
You get more if you're blessed, though.
whenever anyone plays a Major Blessing, you get a bless effect on you.
That's but this.
Hopefully it's good.
It's like a spell that gives you bonuses, etc. All right, so
It's just like the spell that everyone in that yellow
Inside
box
of.
is under right now.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it permanent?
No.
Oh, I wish.
Well,
If it was
you
permanent, I
could.
would have been casting it since we started the war gear.
So yeah, you're in it.
Oh, I mean the blessing, the bonus I get.
No.
No, it's not.
Would still
No.
be awesome, but yeah.
I was still saying.
Then more people would have played blessings, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Damn the danger. I want that bless effect.
It's only for 1 minute normally, unless you're
Yeah.
a cleric, in which case it's for a cleric, a paladin, a monk, or a cloistered elf, in which case it's for 10 minutes.
So those stack together for all train for 20 minutes
What do you think?
as a cloistered elf monk.
What do you think?
Oh, sorry. I should have squared it to work out how long it lasts for. My apologies. You are a beneficent GM.
That's better.
I suspect if you did that, the penalties would also be squared, so the gods would really be looking at you.
All right, let's stop talking because otherwise Vexxi will miss another session without making an attack.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so where was my notepad? I had a
Hush
notepad.
burn, dude. Hush burn.
Right, let me start with pencil. You know, I really should have got prepared for this. I've been running games for 38 years. You think I know how to get prepared for a game?
Hey, show of hands how many of the party is younger than Grail's been running games for. Oh, you two.
Yeah.
How long you been running games for?
38 years.
38 years.
No.
No, I knew the two I was talking about.
Mm.
All right, let me just write everyone's name down on this piece of paper. If I can find myself a pencil that's, you know, not blunt. Jeez. My son breaks all their leads. He likes to press really, really, really hard. Actually, I'll just grab a pen. All right, we'll start with new round. So we'll put Shiro at the top because he's on the left. Shiro, then Lenza. Then change your name, Dennbok, to your character's name. Require, because I always start to write Dennbok.
There we go, sorry. I'd
Okay,
moved off to something more useful. I mean, what?
Sean. Vash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got enemies. Alright. We will start where we left off, but Shiro can go first.
All right, sure. Is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This hole that the thing is, that's just like disturbed ground, isn't it? It's not actually a hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
The ground basically clips back over the top of it, so it's all like loose dirt and rubble, etc.
Yep, sure. It's going to move.
Saying that, that's not a hole anymore. That's a big worm still there. He got killed. So going over the top of it will be difficult terrain.
Oh, right. Oh, all right.
This one up here
Instead,
is a
I'll.
hole.
Okay, sorry.
That's
let
all
me
right.
let me get out the rage ruler, and I'll just because now I have to go diagonal.
This meme is appropriate.
Oh god. Now I don't know where the square is. There.
Which
There.
square?
This one. Did you see where I went
Yep.
to? There. Oh,
There.
fine. I'll put my fucking finger on the screen. Whatever. There we go.
Dude.
And then Lenza.
There I am.
You're up, Mr. Amazing.
Uh,
So the bless spell went off last round, didn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, cool. I'm just going to use all my movement to actually get the hell out of here. And by all my
Backwards.
movement, I mean, yeah, right, definitely. Cool. So, how much can I move when I'm encumbered? Character sheet, please.
20 feet.
Yep. So, 5.
You suffer the worst penalty for being encumbered.
Yep, I'll be there. Yep. That's my turn.
And then it will be Hypatia.
Okay, let's move up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll probably die on the left. About there.
Alright, so remember what all these guys are. So if I was to myself on the token layer, these guys here.
Or which guys? These guys?
So they're
Are
wearing
they
like
goblins?
yeah, they're all goblins. They're wearing like leather tunics and carrying spears and throwing axes.
Oh, spears and throwing axes.
And
They
guy
have
there,
ranged attacks.
that guy
Sons
there.
of bitches.
So this guy here,
Pretty far away though.
yeah, he's wearing a hardened cuirass and has a shield and scimitar. And this guy up the back here appears to be wearing a mail shirt and has a falx, a shield, and what appears to be a quiver of javelins upon his back. Is it Shift Z or Control Z? No, Shift Z.
You've said.
Ooh.
What a handsome man.
You've been looking at Craig's photos again.
Mm,
Who's that one with the cap?
that's the one with the cuirass.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. He's the scariest looking.
Oh, and then there's the one up the back.
There's
Up
the
here.
priest.
Yep.
Yeah. That has mirror image on.
Yep.
So, that's the scariest one.
Let's channel a bit of scarecrow there.
Yeah.
There's actually a proper picture of him somewhere.
What's the guy's name from
The guy who played Scarecrow.
the scene that they
Cillian
ripped
Murphy.
directly from in,
Killian.
Easy.
What do you
Hey
think?
Oz,
Mm-hmm.
that one was for you.
Anyway, after Jaquan, it will be Hypatia.
I haven't gone yet.
Well,
Yeah, I was going to say,
I did say go.
There.
Right, now it's Hypatia. I just wanted to give you a recap of what the guys looked like, wore, had, etc.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Sean,
So where's the difficult terrain end?
We'll
Is that
say-
like the
we'll say about that, yeah. Everyone knows what a falx is too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
probably find a pretty good picture of one
It's-
actually.
Just picture a katana with the blade on the other side. That's an easy way to think about it.
Okay, I've moved my 10 feet.
And then it'll be
Finally
Vash.
move again.
So can I move through characters like this?
Yes, you can.
The elves in Lotra used falxes.
That moved.
Right. The enemy.
I'm running.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to swing.
Right, this guy here.
There's a picture for you, Grail.
Ah, that was exactly the same picture I was going for.
What's that?
Yeah, but
Nice.
you're slow.
Yeah. Yep. So the edge of the blade is on the left-hand
That's-
side.
Bit more modern than they should be. Ah, that's a better one.
What's
I
a better one?
don't-
Anyway,
Waiting.
it's just a large kind of two-handed / one-handed weapon with a pretty nasty cutting edge. All right, let's move some goblins because they want to go and kill Hypatia.
Who doesn't really?
Well, they want to.
Amazing.
Right, so that's where they'll get to.
Holy dooly, Sean!
What?
What?
Cleric
What?
is keen.
All right, these two are going to move up to there, and the rest of them will just move.
I'm lost. What'd I do?
Yeah.
You're so far ahead of everybody. Oh,
Me?
that's Hypatia.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
Hypatia.
Okay, never mind.
I'm at the very
Dude.
back, man.
I
Like,
thought Hypatia was standing next to me. Decided to continue going.
That's me.
I'm fulfilling. I'm doing my role. I'm tanking.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yep, so this is going to be at Hypatia.
usually it's better if you kind of stick with the party a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
true.
right.
It's okay.
Nah, no.
Well,
If he sucks up, she sucks up arrows.
Okay, so this guy
It's
here,
on us.
this guy here throws his throwing axe straight into the ground, and it bounces back up into his face.
Oh dear.
Let's hope this is an omen of how Grail rolls for the rest of the night. And we'll come out of this alive.
Sounds so painful.
I think I just threw. No, that's the right thing. Okay. The Armor Class 6. That one is actually reasonably accurate, but Hypatia easily avoids it. New round. Lenza.
Yes, more moving. Excellent.
You've got a bow.
Yeah, but this time you can move like 5 feet and shoot an arrow.
yeah.
How much cover is that worm offering?
Reasonable. -1. It's big, but it's kind of slumped and kind of gooing out of the ground.
Yeah,
Oozing
no, fair
from-
enough. So it's not nice, but it's possible. It's as opposed to the other completely another empty area, I assume.
Mhm.
Yep, cool. Okay, in that case, I will go. This bit's still difficult terrain, isn't it?
No, I'll say that you're okay with that.
So if I use can I like dash? I think I can. I've probably asked this before.
Yes, if you move in a straight line, you
Yep.
can move double.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool. So in that case, cool. I can reach the
The cover of the worm.
cover
Nice.
of the worm. Cool. That'll be my turn.
Okay, it will be Jaquan
Look.
next.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Uh-huh.
And all modern problems require modern solutions.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Also, I thought they felt bad on the inside. Sorry, on the outside.
I'm done.
Okay, it will then be Hypatia. War were declared.
Yeah. Oh, fine. Let's wander in. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, hi. Now, the Bless is a burst effect, so that's still under effect, isn't it?
The what, sorry? The bless.
Yeah.
6 rounds or something, isn't it?
Turns, isn't it?
Have a quick look just to refresh my
But
memory.
it's still going, regardless.
6 turns.
6 turns.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I just need. Hang on. Do I need to be in the affected area?
No.
No, it
Okay,
it
cool.
hits you.
Only you 3 are blessed. That box can go. I'll delete it.
Yep, so what we should do is if you will put a
Put a
blessing,
little icon on yourself.
you'll put a yellow dot on you. Was
Yep,
it was
cool.
Jaquan as well, wasn't it? And Varsh.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, you're critting
Just
good.
missed out.
So yeah, that's
18.
This guy had 3 hit points left.
You're wasting 20s, man.
I know. Can I like make some sort of free intimidate check at this point? That'd be kind of cool.
Ah!
No one's going to be intimidated by that guy getting killed. He threw his own axe into the ground and then into his
Yeah.
face.
It's like,
It was meant to be.
They're all
Pretty-
actually just laughing.
pretty much you're a kaiju who stomped on a toddler and was like, why is no one scared of my mighty accomplishment?
They were like, Picnic deserved that. He was an idiot. Sean, you're up.
I can make that run through there.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be, and that's what I'll do. Was it that one?
Yep.
It will then be Vash.
I've forgotten how to open up my macro bar.
You just click on your token and that will bring your macros up the top. Top left corner near your floating toolbar.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So I'm just going to move as well.
There
I
is
hope you
no
remember
tradition
my
of hiding.
movements right.
That's okay. I'm pretty
30 feet.
I'm pretty
free
sure you
and
got
easy.
30 per movement.
Yeah, I'm pretty free and easy. It's only if you're going to attack it'll be something different.
Does your wife know that?
Probably doesn't matter. Yeah. Sure, you're up.
I'm going to cast a spell this round. Bing.
It's 25 years, mate, you know. After that long. So what spells are you casting?
That's me, I'm done.
What spells are you casting?
I'm going to cast Hold Person.
Cool. The enemies.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not the enemies. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes, it is the enemies. Ha ha ha.
No, that's amazing. I love it. I assume you're casting it on Hypatia. To lock him in there as a target for all of the gobbos.
Ooh, interesting. My GM
You
roll.
say looks haven't done it already.
My GM roll said that this happens.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Well,
Hello
nice.
there.
Comes back up.
Well,
Come on,
hello
guys.
there.
Comes back up out of the ground. He goes, there's someone right next to me. Delicious.
Oh, dang.
I'm assuming you get hit by that.
Yeah, my armor class isn't that good.
Nope. 10 damage. Save us poison or suffer a further 5.
Okay, let me see how I go.
As it bursts forth from the ground and latches on to the spindly elf in the delicious leaf wrapping. That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
If only someone, Sean, had discarded a blessing to give you a bonus.
Oh yeah, I could have done that, couldn't I? Can I do that after the fact? No, it has to be before, doesn't it?
To be before.
Well, he was very quick with his thing.
Yep. No doubt.
You can discard something to give him some damage prevention, though. All right, you
Can
are
I?
now.
2 points per card.
I don't think it really matters. I'm on pretty low health regardless.
Okay.
So you're saying not bother?
That is what he said.
Okay.
Well, you never know. Step in. Get out of the way, Blick Blick. Let's put him on the map. There we go. Steps over his fallen body. Oh, I'm moving a hole. Do you want to move the hole? That goblin's smart. Layout map. Those 3 are going to step into Hypatia. These ones are going to move up. This guy will come to here. He's going to fling a dart. How far away is he from Vash?
You
35 feet.
appreciate that, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
35 feet. What's the range on a dart? I should have checked that before.
Guessing that's at least one range increment.
The dart it's medium range. Alright, so he's going to throw a dart at Vash.
Not the eyes.
Not the face.
But it will be -1 to hit because of the goblins in the way.
Oh, lucky you got that -1 to hit.
He goes flying off, kills Lenza. Alright, 3 of them are going to attack Hypatia.
See what they've got.
That's a pretty good hit. Unless
Yeah.
it's not good enough. They need,
Ooh,
I think they're going to
I
natural
see.
20s versus you.
Yep.
Alright, your spell goes off. Sure, what spell? Hold person,
It was hold person.
targeting.
So I roll. Is it D3?
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
can choose to target less if you want.
No, I'm going to do the D3 and hope to roll a 5 or a 6. Let's go. I won. All right. So I should have gone with the solid target. But I am going to choose
The guy with the falcons.
this guy chilling in the. I've got the wrong selected. This guy chilling in the back. Obviously, people who hide in the back are the most dangerous. See, that's why Sean is in the back. But I'm going to choose this guy. I'll choose Sean next time.
Thanks. Thanks for saying I'm worth something.
You're going to save Lenza. You're worth the most. Hopefully, because
Alright.
you're the other person who's in rage.
Save verse spells. -2 modifier because it's a single target.
Ooh.
You rolled a 19.
Wow. Nice. Good save.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Bugger indeed. I thought with the -2 he was in trouble there. Needed 14 or higher. Alright.
It was cool with it.
Jaquan. You hear a squeal from behind. Lenza's in trouble.
Will you let me move and throw a javelin?
Yeah, you can move your normal, like, attacking movement, so...
Yep, 20.
Yep. So, we need to work out what armor class you hit.
He
Yeah.
hits AC 1.
Yep, which is going to hit at 9 damage. But it's a piercing weapon. Alas.
Also, I assume you didn't actually include Bless in that, which would have meant that you
I
actually
did not. I did not include Bless.
AC
because I'm
0.
good.
The javelin
Does Bless
strikes
give
into it.
Damage bonus?
Pardon?
Does Bless do
No.
damage, or is it just hit?
No.
It's just a hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hit and saves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. The bonus damage would have just rounded off.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's prayer or holy chant which gives a bonus to
Mm,
damage.
it is.
Sure is. Both of them.
Hypatia.
So it's alright with that worm, right? Right?
I mean,
Sure.
I think you're busy. So,
There is that. Hey, well, I'll be right here.
mm-hmm. Although it
Yeah.
would be hilarious if you pulled out a pistol and shot backwards. But still.
It's kind of, well, apart from the fact that it's that's possibly out of range, or
That's
it's at
not-
long range and it'll get a ridiculous penalty.
Hey,
So
that's
your
exactly range.
pistol has a maximum range of 75 feet.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
Alright.
Unfortunately,
kill some gobbers.
I will.
You could pretend you're Bard and then just walk through them and just shoot the. Yeah.
I won't say it's not tempting.
It would be super
Well, for the-
heroic.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're up. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna sip the chap, and apparently, okay, I'm looking at the the Labyrinth Lord 2, and apparently it is +1 to damage rolls. Unless I'm looking at the real. Bless reversible level 2. Is that it?
What's that, sorry?
Yes, it is level 2.
Bless, reversible.
Yeah. Or yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like
Yes.
Yeah.
attack and damage rolls.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Nice.
cool.
Hey, Ash.
Sorry, I'll target that guy.
He's dead.
If only
Excellent.
I had
Oh,
that.
it's, yeah, it's attack and damage.
Yep, it is too. It wouldn't have mattered because he did 9 damage, which was 5 after the resistance. If he added the +1, it would have been 10, 5 after the resistance.
Yep.
Alright, dead for that chap.
Yep.
Alright, come on. Dead. And the second guy, which was?
This guy.
I'm going to move him back off his mate.
Pile of corpses tumbling over each other.
Mm-hmm. And I can
That's
shout.
what those little diamonds were in the top corner. Thinking he must be special because he's got little red diamonds on him.
Mm-hmm.
But it was
No.
his dead buddy.
That's just some blood stains. And I say, Bosh, come and show. Go and show us what you're made of.
Alright, it will be Sean.
I'll move up to here,
This
drawing
which-
my hammer,
Okay,
and have a swing.
go for it.
It's hammer time.
It's hammer time.
Don't touch this.
Do. Damage modifier. Nothing.
That hits.
6.
Squanch for 3. Oh. There's a spray of gooey, yellowy green ichor that splashes out all over you. And meanwhile, Lens is still flopping around in its mouth, looking very pale.
Drop my
Varsh.
buddy!
So I can only move once and attack once,
Mhm.
or stand still and attack twice.
No. So you only get 1 attack. The reason
Ah.
Hypatia gets 2 attacks is because she has mastered her weapon, which
It's
she
only
did
with an
at,
arming sword.
yep, that's sort of only.
Ooh. I see.
But you can move up to probably about 20 feet and attack. So any of those goblins in the front line are well within range of your choppy chop weapon. In fact, you only, because your weapon, your large, your bardish has reach, you can attack them. You don't need to be base to base. You can attack this guy, for example, from here.
So I can be like 2 squares away.
Yep.
And smash.
Because it's a big weapon.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. I'll just move 1 step.
Mhm.
And I guess
Particularly
I'll
under there.
smash. I'll just smash this guy.
Cool.
Protect my friend, and hopefully actually hit. You remember
So
click
this,
token? Yes,
Yep.
click brutal by dish. What do I put into the hit modifier?
so 0.
+1. Because you're blessed.
Oh yes, +1 because you're blessed, and you'd also put that into the damage modifier. Thank you.
So it should be just 1.
Yep.
It's blessing.
Yep.
Whoop. Oh, that didn't seem to do anything.
Oh,
Didn't it? Let me have a look. If I click
Oh,
on
it's damage modifier.
it, 1,
1 as
Oh,
well.
as well.
Yep.
Yep. There we
There
go.
we go. That's a very powerful hit.
yeah.
Well,
That's a little
Mhm.
overkill, but hey.
that goblin,
Hit
unfortunately,
something.
yeah, unfortunately for that goblin, his armor class was 7, which means that you got 11 points more than what you needed to hit him, and he had 4 hit points, and you did 10 more than what you needed. He is dead. And how?
Mm.
He gets cut in half. Your blade is almost as big as him. Alright, Shuru. There is calamity occurring behind you.
Yeah, sure is, isn't there?
Who do we lose?
Perfect.
Vex.
I will
Welcome back.
And in greater numbers.
try
Right.
to sling the worm.
Okay.
Slingshot. Click. Oh, maximum damage. If AC 9 is a hit.
Whoa.
Is he big and gelatinous enough that that hits him?
Not that gelatinous, I think.
He is big and gelatinous, but it just bounces off his rubbery hide.
No.
Doesn't-
And I'm
Oh.
going to go into...
I thought bludgeoning was what we wanted against it.
No,
Yeah,
slashing.
but we needed more than a 9 to hit it.
Yeah.
It hit the wrong rubbery bits, not the precious rubbery bits. The angle was bad.
The
Deflected.
soft, special rubbery bit.
Yeah.
I should have used my dirk instead of my warhammer, shouldn't I?
But there's now another light
Mm.
source somewhere around here.
Okay. You can make a strength check at half value to free yourself.
So what's that? 4?
4 or less.
Wait, actually it's 3, isn't it? Lenza?
Lenza?
I'm bad, yes.
Alright.
Okay, at this
Well-
point, remember,
I'm strength 7.
I
Aha!
was going to say, remember, blessings are
Yes.
Yeah, how close do you have to be
I think it was
to give
within,
a +1 to the roll?
it was within 10 feet.
On a blessing, is it going to help you?
Is this an ability check? Yeah.
I
But you
would
can-
think that
you
all
can-
3 of your blessings would probably help him pretty well.
But you can also, but a major blessing can be discarded for someone within 50 feet.
Just hold on, Grail.
Yes,
This is an ability check. Yes.
yes, at your half your strength value. So what's your strength? 7.
7.
Half of that would be 4 because you rounded up. So you need to get 4 or less on a 1d20. For every blessing that is discarded to assist you, that can give you a plus or minus 1 to the die roll.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm just going to play my minor blessing
No.
and automatically pass it.
I was going to
Ooh.
say,
I don't want to die here, and I've already got lots of minor blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So
don't
Nice.
you
how
want
do I
to
play this?
see if 4 of us play minor blessings
not listening,
to
Dan.
decrease your chances?
You're not listening, Dan. Play the blessing, Oz.
Yeah, I rather than everybody else wasting their blessings. I mean, not wasting,
No.
but like
You guys were missing. It was +1 or -1.
Yeah.
I was suggesting 4 people putting -1 to his 4 or less roll.
And he is playing a card which automatically
I know,
passes. So regardless. All right, let's make
that work. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
That's too small.
Yeah, no, they're
Ooh.
always small. But we can go like this, can we? Yeah. Can we go like this? Whatever, you'll pass an ability check, but suffer 2 points of damage to that check. So I should say that to that stat afterwards. But you
Yes.
pass, and you are free, which is really good because he was automatically going to hit you.
Yes, that is why I wanted to leave. But I am currently at strength 5, I assume.
Yes, you are.
Let's go 5.
How long does that last?
It's damage. So damage
Right.
damage heals.
1 point per day.
Yep, it's not drain. Yep.
Yep.
But
So
it would say
does that take away like I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm using my my bow for most things, but like I assume I go down to a -2 for everything, and I have even less encumbrance.
yes.
so
So that is your action, freeing yourself.
Yep.
It is the
I
worm's go.
can't move though, can I?
No, that was your action. Basically wriggling free. But the worm is going
Has-
to
2 targets to pick from.
no, the worm's making a morale check.
No.
Yeah. He's
Let's
already
run
fled
away.
once, and then he dared to poke his head up and was like, ow.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
He
going
did 15 damage to me.
I'm classifying him as he he passed. I gave him a negative penalty to that, so because he suffered so much damage, but he is fine. He doesn't care. And he's like, I lost my dinner. Who will I attack now? There's a guy there who hit me. He will attack that guy.
Wait.
He's unintelligent. Oh, it's unintelligent. Let me just quickly take this snip here.
Who was that on?
That was on Henry, on Sean.
Mm-hmm.
There's a D20. And
Nice.
it started to roll onto the 20 and then rolled back.
Oh,
Oh well.
Alright,
What a
the
shame.
goblins will make a morale check as well.
Just watched half their party get slaughtered by.
They are hardened, however.
Or just more
Hmm.
scared of the people behind them.
Hardened.
Hardened through whipping.
Where there's a whip, there's a way.
Yep.
Dong, 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 dong. Alright, moving in, moving in. Moving in. You know, spears are actually large weapons. Alright, so they don't need to move in, but they will. These guys here will attack. This one will attack Vash. Stabby stab with a spear. Hitting armor class 13, which will miss you. This guy here, he's deciding, you know, goblins are pretty clever. There's someone there encased head to toe in iron, carrying a whopping great big shield, and then there's this person here. You can see skin on this person. He's going to stick his spear into her. No, he's
Oh
not.
yes, nice defenseless skin.
But these guys here, these four are going to go for Hypatia.
It's the defense of incompetent attackers.
Miss. The one to the north. Miss. The ones to the west. Miss. And there's some good attacks in there. They are not
There
good
were a
enough.
few.
Alright. This guy will move to there, and he is going to piff a javelin straight down the line at Hypatia. Armor class -3 for 5 points of damage.
Dang.
Tonk.
Mm.
Actual threat.
I'll take one of these javelins
What's your
off.
AC at the moment? -2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On the upside, you know, they need to roll reasonably well to hit that.
Right, these guys are going to come here, and one of them is going to piff a dart also at Hypatia. Flink. It flies off somewhere into the great abyss. Right. Okay, new round. It will be Hypatia.
Right. Yeah, screw that guy.
Hang on a second. I didn't attack with the worm. Did I?
Yeah, you did. You missed. You
Henry?
attacked
That's right.
Sean and missed.
Yeah, I did. I remembered.
No.
I remembered making a morale check and then was disappointed that nothing else happened. Hypatia.
All right. Let's Well, you know, I just sort of wandered through. It's like I was like that time in that battle with the pike things, and I'm like cutting off spears, and I ignore them, and I wandered through and go hit that guy.
Okay,
Worthy targets.
go for it.
Is he? I presume he's armored.
He certainly is. He's wearing a mail shirt.
Cool. Ooh, that might actually miss.
Maybe. You might hit though.
It clangs off his shield.
Ooh.
Dang.
Does that include your bless?
Yeah, that includes the extra +1 to hit.
Nice. Do it again.
Yep,
But this time hit him.
Yeah.
that's better.
That will.
Except the damage.
Yeah,
It's an opening.
6 damage is good.
it's an opening. Love it.
Hey, he did him 5 damage. I bet she comes back with 6.
That's
Mhm.
right.
That's got
I approve.
escalation.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
Sean is up. There's a worm
Ah,
trying to eat your face.
yes. Can I drop my hammer and draw my
Yeah,
weapon
yeah, and you
in
can,
a time?
yeah, and you can stabby stab, slashy slash.
Slashy slash.
Mm-hmm.
I think is the term.
Because you have a dirk, don't you?
I do.
If he's
AC.
unarmored, +2 damage.
He is. They
Yes,
are
that's true.
unarmored. They are just big flabby worms.
So
And-
it'd be 5 damage.
AC 5 is the correct number. So 5 damage, you say?
Mm-hmm. Is it still alive?
Guess who's gonna get the kill steal?
So,
Jaquad!
so if you go right and zoom right in,
Yep. I don't care. Just make sure it dies before the next round. I'm glad I dropped that hammer and took the knife, though. The knife's way better at killing this thing.
Yeah.
That's good.
And that's why we carry multiple weapons.
who would have thought that a really big bug would be cut open easier than squished with a tiny little hammer? Vash,
Well, yeah, no.
you're up. It's not like you're carrying a 10-foot thong.
I wish I had cleave on this weapon.
I hear that.
I'll go for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What century of game are we playing?
All right, that is minimum damage, but still it's going to kill
More
it.
than enough?
Critical, isn't it? Didn't you roll a... Oh no, rolled a 17? Is that a 17?
19.
It's rolled, yeah. But she's only a half orc.
Only.
Oh, she's not a fighter. Right.
No.
Yep. Sorry.
Mm.
Hmm. That's not the martialist training.
No.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Shiro. Ah, damn it. I'm going before you.
Sling.
Alright. Shiro is going to move to here and stab this guy with
You're still there?
my I have a long knife, so I'm going to use that. Ooh.
It's got 1 hit point left.
It's got 1 HP. I stab it with both my weapons together, but leading with the stiletto. Stiletto stab.
It'd be so funny if you roll a 1.
It has AC
Well,
5.
that'd be funny for you.
I miss. AC 6.
Oh,
I
you had
take
one
away
job.
1 point of DR, though. Just saying.
Well, lucky it doesn't have any then.
Yeah.
Lenza, you can get the kill steal.
Yeah, I think I might. That's
Ooh,
pretty
look who's
point.
cocky.
Point blank range, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what Shiro just said?
Yep.
Still?
Take a step back and shoot it.
I think he's just going to shoot it wherever he is. It's focusing
Yeah.
on you at the moment.
Hey, where's my macro?
It's not a martially trained creature. It is dead.
Very good.
Yay!
Splat.
I mean, deflates like a whoopee cushion.
Except it sprays.
Yep.
Oh.
Blood is too strong a turn, perhaps.
Ow.
Jaquan.
Lenta, on a scale of Mark to 10, you're
You're breaking up.
Lenta on a scale
I
of
think
Mark to
I
10.
heard
are you
you, don't
okay?
worry.
Yeah.
I said I think I feel like a Nodgrim.
You got two people there.
They care about you. They came back. So you're not a Nodgrim.
The Nodgrim.
And I double move up that way.
If you were a Nodgrim, they'd come back for you in a couple weeks.
After I'd learnt animate dead.
All right, let's go for the fight of the century. Attacking with the Falcons one-handed. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I think the internet has just failed. Has the internet has failed. Bugger. Clearly my net is dead. Hopefully not too long. Message. Too long. Hopefully not message. Yeah. Stupid internet. Internet. Connect, damn you. Come on. Ooh, looks like we're back in business. Okay. What?
Double
Oh,
back.
maybe.
I'm back.
Hey.
I think. Hang on a second. I'm getting a DNS error trying to connect to Roll20. Ah, there we go.
Fun times.
When I did get back on, the error I got was that there was a network change. And then I started getting DNS errors. It was just like, what the hell? Telstra.
Ugh.
Maybe it was Telstra messing around, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm having a fight with Telstra at the moment,
I mean-
as everybody normally does. Rejoin as
Well-
player. All right.
So does that mean the videos died as well?
No. It kept going because, it's just on my computer. It's fine. You'll hear.
But it missed the
But
witty
you missed
commentary.
what we were saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It missed you guys, but it didn't miss me whinging about my net. All right, let's go back to this guy. Attacking with his Falcons one-handed.
Close.
+1. No dice. All right. This guy here is going to stabby stab. No dice. Let's just check something. Okay. And another guy against you. I just realized, hang on a second, this guy should have he's wearing a helmet as well. But he only has medium armor. Alright, so he doesn't have DR. No wonder I didn't have it recorded on his stats. Alright, so 2 spears miss you. Let's put this guy here, and he'll try and stab you as well. That will miss. This guy will... No, he's just going to try and stab... Oh, no, he's going to try and stab Varsh, because Varsh again has skin that he can see. Get his skin into the game. Actually, that will hit Varsh. What's your armor class, Varsh? If you...
I don't even know.
So if you hold down shift and double click on your token, it will open your character sheet. Your armor class is 2.
Mhm.
So
Oh wow, nice.
it will miss you. Alright. This guy here will stab.
I've got to take into account my DR.
He also will miss you. And you know, these guys, this guy here will go. He'll move into there and attack Hypatia with his scimitar. Which will also miss. And this guy here is just going to step over that poor unfortunate chap and attack Varsh with his scimitar. Get out of the way! And he's going to hit armor class 0 and cut you for 5 damage.
Ow.
But now you can get revenge.
Hmm? Bloody revenge.
And he'll say something in Goblin, which is quite clearly a derogatory term. Probably calling,
Oh,
Their word.
whoa.
probably calling your parentage into nature. All right,
Sure, a Harvey.
it will be.
You better,
It'll be Sean.
you better appreciate the effort on this one, Grail.
So, with hold person, do the creatures have to be within a certain range of each other, or is it just within 180 feet of me
What's that? Sorry.
for hold person?
Yes.
Does each creature have to be within a certain range of each other, or just within the range of the spell?
Range of the spell, I think.
Yep.
Let me just confirm that, but I think it's range of the spell.
It doesn't say anything about an area effect. It's
No.
more like.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna cast hold person.
Whole person is a powerful spell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are casting magic.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. Okay, after Sean, it will be Vash.
Well, of course, I'm going to smash that guy.
It makes sense.
Hmm?
He's a dick.
He deserves it. I'm also going to call him midget in Orcish.
Nice.
Okay, so his armor class is not sufficient to stop your attack. His hit points are not sufficient to stop him dying
Nice.
because
You
he
fool.
was insulting towards you. If you want to dispatch him in some brutally gruesome way, feel free to explain how you dismember him.
Well, I'm going to split him right down the middle, top to
Classic.
bottom. And I don't know if I have time to do this, but I'd like to keep one of his ears and attach them to my belt as a little warning.
Okay, so let me just try something.
Maybe at the end after we finish the rest of them.
Yes.
Yeah, there's still a goblin right there.
So if I was to,
Just
Kill
like,
him now.
stop right there, sir. I just have to take an ear off your meat.
there, you split him down the middle.
Oh, perfect.
Shiro, you're up.
All right, Shiro. He's just gonna run
Back the other way.
towards combat. There.
And then it'll be Lenza next.
Excellent.
Man, you guys are boned when 4 more carrion worms pop out.
Yeah.
Everybody's in the way. How inconvenient.
And then it'll be Jaquan. Oh, sorry, Lenza, he's done an active, so yep, cool.
Yep, cool. Alrighty, I'm just gonna fire at this guy. That's my. So it's +2, -1 because I'm going through people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Cool. So it's only that. 6 hit.
Which guy were you going for again?
This guy.
Okay, he has an armor class of 7.
Nice.
He has less hit
Only
points.
3 damage.
3
also-
damage. No, wait.
Yeah, that's right.
I looked
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's on 1 HP.
I looked at the wrong. Yeah, I looked at the wrong bit token. Haha! You shall not slay me. I'm going to become the new chief. Yeah.
Rip.
Hi, Pasha.
Right. Well,
Mhm.
let's have at him.
Clang off his shield.
Ooh.
That's better.
That is better. It does get in. The enemies go. Alright, let's start with up here. Why is that spell not in the list? Hang on a second, I need to work out something. My macro is not listing one of the spells. Oh, it's because I didn't write it in there, did I? Dork nugget. He has it, but I haven't put it. I have a macro that whispers the spell to me so that it's obvious. So it doesn't. So it's not. There's no talk of fraudulence. You can always check. Not that I ever do that, but yeah. It also reminds me if I go back. Right, so if I select that and... Okay, he's casting a spell. And he moved forward to do so. Move to there.
Come closer.
Alright, meanwhile, Choppy Chop against Hypatia. Class -2 for 9 damage.
Oh,
And does loser win?
What was that, sorry?
I'm assuming, does he have to get...
He has to equal your armor class, so he hit you.
okay, no worries.
Remember your DR
Right.
though.
Yep, I will. Point. Yep, this guy needs to die.
Right,
Yep.
this guy here is going to swing his scimitar. They're laughing maniacally. They can sense a weakness. And the weakness is him.
Yep.
Stab. Oh, one of these guys might become the new chief.
Well, they might.
Piling
I
on.
am worried. Well, that one misses at least.
This guy here, he's going for glory.
You know, what else can you do, really?
Oh, that was almost a 20 as well. He almost won. This guy. You can hear this chief is yelling out wildly in Goblin as well. None of you can speak Goblin though, I believe.
Nope.
Alright, this guy here is going to go for Vash. He's thought about attacking this dude behind. Actually, you know what? No, he is going to move to there, and he's going to attack. No, he's going to attack Hypatia as well.
It didn't want to be split in half as well.
Well,
you can still hit him where you're standing.
Yeah.
All going for. Oh, jeez. Okay, at the 1 hour and 8-minute 40-second mark, you need to watch how close that came to a natural 20. Granted, the damage wouldn't have been sufficient to put you down, but anyway. But he would have.
They all run into attack. Get out!
Because it seems that the dude with the falcon is in a bad way and is screaming at his underlings to do something. Vash, you are up first. They have discounted your threat level.
fools.
Wow.
Are we at the
Well-
new round? Doesn't
Yep.
my spell go off?
It does, yes.
Yes, you spelled it.
So
And
shall I?
does Kruber have it a turn this round?
Did you not get a round?
I do not believe so. I've made
Kruber
no
Kruber
attempts.
never gets a turn.
I marked you off.
Oh. You didn't run up there?
Maybe.
No, you didn't, did you?
Wasn't that the
No, that was
previous
last turn.
round?
You're right. You're right.
So I'll give you a turn now. I clearly skipped you. I marked you off, but never asked you to.
Beneficent.
Yeah, I
So
marked you off, but never
beneficent.
marked you off, but never gave you your action. The gods are fickle.
What have
Capricious.
I
Perhaps
done?
those two in the back.
This guy?
Yep.
I'm under bless. And that does the damage.
Nice.
Which guy was this?
Mm.
The bottom one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright. He is dead.
And then
Is
the
he?
guy on 1
Weird.
HP. Kill
Yeah.
that guy. What? He's worth as much as one that's on full HP, whatever.
I feel like I do. Can I free step an action surge if I target Hypatia? I'm thinking of all that XP.
Mm-hmm.
Plus those 2 hits would have hit her.
They would
Sure
have.
would have.
Mm.
Alright, so your spell. Hold person.
Ready? So it's
Oh, it's
gonna affect.
D4. Dang.
Yep. So I'm gonna target the wizard. That guy. and
Okay,
that
so
guy.
there are 3 targets for the wizard.
Okay, well, how about I target all 3 of them?
Okay, that's probably a safe bet.
That's cool. It also destroys them, which is pretty freaking nice.
Let's make a save for him. He failed.
Nice.
Oh, big move.
The spell he was going to cast was...
Probably nasty. Fireball or something.
No, it wasn't anything quite as bad. But,
Hold person.
no. It was still potentially quite bad for Hypatia.
Oh, Magic Missile. That would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been real bad.
Called it.
Yep. Yep, so he is held. He falls over. his magic dies on his lips as he eats dirt.
Nice.
And that's why I don't bother with healing spells.
Alright, let's put that on him.
They're
Alright,
not the same level.
There's still better spells than healing.
I don't know. Hypatia might not disagree with that.
He might.
Later.
So, Vash is up first.
Well, I've decided I'm going to collect Goblin Ears. So
Okay.
I'll just keep count. I've had 3 so far.
Perhaps.
So hopefully
Perhaps
I can
after
grab.
No, right now it's great.
Oh yeah, after. If
Yeah.
if I'm still alive at the end of this,
Vash is
I'll
half
grab him.
Vash is half orc, remember? She eats what she can find.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with collecting ears. It's the doing it halfway through combat whilst your companions are getting slaughtered that has.
No,
Get that
I
later.
was sure
Probably.
again.
No, I'll go
Oh, wait.
grab that.
They're degenerates.
100% us.
So I'm gonna. Can I step on their bodies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just attack?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Only
You
the
can
only,
dent-
Right here.
only really big things are going to be a problem, like that worm was.
Okay. So this guy, say
Mm-hmm.
goodbye.
Well, if you can hit.
Hopefully.
His armor class is 7. He wears a leather
So
tunic.
there's no more blessing.
No, it's still going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turns are not rounds.
Mhm.
It's an important distinction
There we go.
Turns
in
are like
this
an
system.
turns are like an hour or something, aren't they?
Yeah,
10
that guy
minutes.
didn't make it.
10 minutes, sorry.
He's gone.
Yeah, Bliss goes for now.
Right, he is dead. Shiro, you're up.
All right, Shiro is going to move to here, and he's going to fire a sling round at that guy.
Go for it. That
AC 7,
is what you need.
6 damage.
And that is what he doesn't.
Cool.
Damn, nice.
Who would have thought these common goblins would go down so quickly?
Not Craig.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
That is totally legit, and that's worth XP. So, you know what? As we talk, I'm just going to quickly open up this experience spreadsheet just before I forget. Go to Jaquan, go to bonus, and give you 50 bonus XP for that. Because that was a really good burn.
Perfect callback.
It was great. And you know what was even better? The serendipity. It occurred on the same map.
Yep. Well, no, the better part was I was making a Sean burning meme at the same time as I said it.
So Lenza, see someone else who thinks that healing is a good spell.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm just saying, Lenza, if you die, there's one less elf in the world.
I'll shoot that guy.
You take -1 because you're going through Vash.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, that's okay. Where's my select?
That is a miss.
Yeah, this is a pretty bad miss.
For the record, I should change that statement from "It's not that I won't cast them; it's that I won't learn them."
So,
You
brief
used to
party
learn them.
huddle.
Find a new cleric.
No, brief party huddle. Every night we beat the crap out of Sean until he learns to cast healing spells for us.
On himself.
Yes, and then I'll cast them all on myself first thing in the morning.
If you check any of the previous videos, every time that someone was injured, Sean prioritized healing himself over everybody else.
Oh, I remember.
Even if the other person was on 1 hit point and Sean was on about 12.
Got to keep that cleric alive.
Yeah.
That's
cleric
usually because I
does.
say, "Who needs healing?" and I get nothing, or everyone just starts talking smack, and I just go, "Well, I'll just heal myself."
I thought it was more along the lines of you were saying, if I'm not here, no one's getting healing. Anyway, Hypatia, you are up. Can you finish this guy before he finishes you?
I really hope so.
He is looking a little bit concerned. Is that fear in his eyes? Hard to tell.
Not with that
already-
roll.
He's already
Roll
open.
like
His armor class is low, but that
That's better.
is a
Yeah, that's
critical.
significant.
Big 24 damage.
So, how do you want to dispatch this guy who had 6 hit points left?
Does he shatter his shield trying to stay alive, but it's not good enough?
You know what?
Mm.
He could
Because
do
that'll
that.
only save him from 10 damage.
It will. So,
He still takes 10.
Yep. I'll basically mighty blow straight through the shield, and I'll do straight through the shield and straight through. Basically cut through over his guard, and so basically gets cut obliquely in half. So not only the trunk gets cut in half, he gets his arm cut off his sword arm cut off at the same time.
he is.
you got to separate it into 3 pieces. I think was the gist of that.
Mm-hmm.
He also ruined that male shirt.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
the shield.
It's rent.
Well, no, not going to be able to sell it now,
Alright, so
so it ain't rent.
morale check for the guy next to him. He fails. This guy here automatically fails and he just drops his sword, his spear, and starts running.
He gets stabbed in the back?
Yep,
Or
two
is-
of you can attack him from the back. Vash and Hypatia can choose to chop that guy. Same with
Don't mind.
Vash.
Oh,
Same with that
You can
guy.
do the other one. Yeah, you can do that one who ran, and Vash can do the other one.
yep,
Who was
absolutely.
next to her.
Mhm.
Make an attack roll, Vash. Destroy it.
Up and
Yeah.
down.
Finish you.
Too busy
Or
eating
you can let him run away.
Orkies.
Up to you. You could be the
No, I'm not gonna let him run. I just hope
He's
another
got
carrion worm doesn't
ears.
come out.
Dinner.
But I'll have to move closer to him
No, you didn't.
first.
No,
No,
he was right here. Oop, he was right here.
Oh, okay.
And he has just dropped
Oh,
his
nice.
weapon and turned tail and run, which gives you an instant attack.
it's free attack because he's a
Oh,
coward.
nice.
Was
Well,
that
I'm going
Zelmarro?
for it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So he doesn't actually make it to there. He's only makes it to about there.
No, you're wrong. He makes it to there. At least part of him does. The
His
other.
legs are still here, but his head's over there.
Oh, I thought his legs would keep running and the body would fall there. Either way, yes, he's in parts. The guy that you hit, though, Hypatia, takes the blow and keeps running.
Oh.
Stumbles away. Nice.
And this guy's like, goes over here. Whoops. And you start shaking this guy. Shaking him. What's going on? Help! Help! But before that, it was Sean's turn anyway. It might be. What are you doing,
Sean
Sean?
is going to shoot that guy.
The guy that's going to try and shake the...
No, I can't.
Doesn't matter. It's not going to work.
No.
He's doing it for comedic relief.
Yeah,
You're doing it
I'm
for
gonna
shooting this guy?
shoot that guy, yeah.
Go for it.
Sorry, I think my arrow was on. You guys can't see it, so
Okay.
range 1. I thought I was indicating the right guy, but
You didn't have the select tool.
that's correct.
That will hit and slay him. He is dead. He stumbles, drops to a knee, and expires.
Nice.
Okay.
Then I'll pick up my hammer and sheath it if I can.
Okay. We can drop out of combat now if you wish.
There's still one living.
I know, but he is a non-combatant at this point in time. He is going to
Oh,
run.
he gave up.
He's going to run, or you can slaughter him. He drops his weapon and just starts bolting.
So, goblins get no quarter, especially not ones that already attacked us.
Technically, he didn't attack you, that guy, but that's all right. We'll say that.
Oh, didn't he?
BRB.
He was the apprentice water boy. Oh no. I mean, he was there.
Yes. Guilty by association. Your crime is your foul existence. Alright.
Yep.
So that leaves one still alive for now. Someone can.
Interrogating.
Can anyone speak Goblin?
Before we
No.
get to that, I might put out some heals. If we're out of combat, I'm just going to put a heal on Hypatia and a heal on Lenza.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Look, I can see how, like, all the blood and the gore, and
you can see the I don't know how many teeth does the carrion worm have?
yeah, exactly.
the 6 puncture wounds.
I can
that I'm
see,
bleeding profusely from.
Lenza barely limping along, seems to be weakened in some kind of terrible weakened condition, even more bowed down under the weight of her gear. So yeah, I will heal Lenza first.
Like, yeah, I don't even have
Or
that much.
ooh,
I'm
two
Oh,
Lenza.
nice.
I heal you
Yeah,
for 2,
thanks.
and then I'm going to heal Hypatia for 4. Yeah, nailed it.
You don't have that much gear, but you also don't have that much strength.
Yes, no, exactly.
Hey, back in the
I'll
double
catch up to
digits.
the party.
Willebrod would totally bully you in an arm wrestle.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we can drop out of combat for the moment. I will watch what you're doing, though, in case something else happens.
Do not walk near the holes that the carrion crawlers come out of.
I thought you were going to say don't walk near the giant blue fire.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I'm going to come and join the rest of you guys all the way up here.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Nothing has
I'm going to
happened.
search this guy's gear.
Oh yeah, it's a good
I'm gonna
idea.
pick up my goblin ears.
Yeah, so there's plenty of them.
Got 5
Pre-made
now.
jerky. Cartilage is
Oh,
what
no,
makes
I'm
it
not gonna
good.
eat them.
Do carrion
It's
crawlers have
their
ears?
meat.
These carrion worms, no, they do not have ears. So that guy had a shield, no longer.
Mhm.
Was wearing a mail shirt, or sorry, a mail hauberk.
It's pretty messed up.
No longer.
Second hand.
He now has a mail halter top.
Okay.
Had
I mean, he's just got a chunk of metal that
Yeah,
might be of decent quality.
he had a falx, a dirk, a helmet, and a quiver on his back with 2 javelins still in it. Nothing else seems to be of importance, or is it? You guys are searching. Both of you can roll a d6 for me, please.
Sure. Some here.
Cool.
I was going to search this guy up here that I hit and see if I can get my arrow back.
Okay, any arrows that hit, you can get 50% of them back. Arrows that miss are gone, just as per usual. All right.
Well, I got one arrow, so
Did his quiver start with 5 javelins?
3.
3. Ah.
Oh,
Mhm.
and I grabbed my javelin back. I also think I actually have a meme everyone can agree with. Is that fair, Henry?
I'm enjoying the kitty
Yeah,
ears
that's pretty fair.
meme as well.
Yep.
I mean,
I think
didn't
I'll
you prepare
probably
Animate
check.
Dead today?
no.
Oh, you didn't? Wow. Okay, because this would be a good opportunity for it.
It
Look at
would
all
be a
these
good
guys.
opportunity. All these lovely corpses here to be raised, but no.
Oh, well, maybe not this guy.
I took Dispel
No.
Magic and Prayer.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So you found something upon the body. I've given you a card. Sure.
Oh,
Oh.
thanks.
Did I find anything on this body
You
other
can-
than an arrow?
Since you are searching, you can roll a d6, see if you find anything in the vicinity.
Take it was a metal helm.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Hypatia, will you help me drag a couple of goblin corpses over here
Where's over here?
Yeah.
to the left? That's where I believe who was Craig playing at the time?
Caradwin.
Caradwin was fighting. I think we leave a couple of goblin corpses and write in the dust Caradwin was here in honor of our maybe fallen?
It was in the top left tower.
No, well, the top left tower then.
I mean, if you really want to, I just want to sort of. Sure. Let's clear the area.
So each goblin has 2 ears, Vash, as per usual. You can have as many goblin ears as you are feeling fit to
Some of
harvest.
them might be.
There's
Might
none
have an
of
extra
that
one.
rare 3-eared.
Padding the
Well-
stats.
Padding the stats
Good
is
as well.
is a vital and critical skill.
So that
Wait, are
means I'd
you-
have 10 ears. Oh.
Are you going all Caradwin on that guy?
What, the up the top here?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to search him.
Oh, okay, nice.
So
Better.
so Henry wasn't in the game when Craig went all Caradwin on the Elven Mage.
Right.
What happened there?
It was awkward.
That was probably one of the most dark
Brutal.
moments in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Elven Mage who merely wanted to stop you from entering the abode of Lashanara the Conjurer and was trying to do so just by talking, had Hold Person cast upon him, upon which he failed the saving throw. And then Craig pulled out a magic knife that he knew nothing about and proceeded to carve his initials in the elf's heart. And he wasn't very good at
He's a hero.
and
And the issue with that session, I wasn't there for it.
Yep. And you did all the quits.
that was the whole issue. Yep, you weren't there.
And they made my character murder everybody.
Not
You
everybody.
say made.
Minerva got the one that counts.
But the thing is, even though so Craig carved his initials upon the elf's heart with the knife, but he made a lot of spelling mistakes and had to cross them out.
It was rough.
Was rough.
It ended up with them trying to barbecue the elf prince's head in
Wrap him up in a blanket and
Yeah.
throw him in the harbour.
then
Yeah.
they decided it wasn't really incinerating him because it was just an oven. It was just kind of cooking the meat and making the whole place stink of cooked flesh. So then they wrapped him up in a decorative blanket and carried him through town and threw him in the river.
Delicious.
And I thought me pushing that goblin that had hold person into the lake was bad.
No, that was.
Not by
That's
the
pretty bad.
standards of the group.
No, that was
Yes.
It is
that was a
horrifying
moment
enough.
where they started to tip over that precipice. Anyway,
Mm.
you wanted to
Search the wizard.
let me. If I go to tokens,
Was that picture correct, Vex? It's an aspiration.
Yes. Finally found what I wanted in life.
What is good in life?
Found my calling.
A vault full of goblin ears.
surely you have to do the bit from Universal Soldier with Dolph Lundgren,
Oh yes.
collecting all the ears, making the necklace, and then talking into them. Hello, hello. Anyway, yes, he had a long knife on him, some ratty, smelly clothes that seemed to be made of some form of cured hide. It doesn't look like any cured hide that you've seen before, even though you're a hunter. A mask that seems to be made of similar cured hide, and he had a few pouches of herbs and unguents, etc. upon him. Are you guys there? Don't tell me it's dropped out again, for fuck's sake. Fuck. Come on. Stupid fucking thing. Come on, fix them. Piece of shit. Now, if you're listening to this and you actually are listening to it, and you tell me that you're listening to it, I'll give you a bonus of 100 XP. There you go. Let's see who actually pays attention and doesn't just skip to the end. 100 XP if you listen to me during this bit where I'm disconnected, because my internet sucks. Sucks, I tells you. Sucks. Ooh, is it back? Is it back? Alright, we're back. Let's just make sure. Come on. And it's dropped out again.
Minerva's theory.
Is it back? I'm back.
Oh, he's
We're
back.
I'm back.
About
Plus
the
2 memes
Again.
for you, Grail.
factions of the 8. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm just searching bodies. That's all I'm going to do.
All
Collect up all the loot.
Yeah.
So you were saying he had a dagger, and then I think you dropped out.
A long knife. He had, well, he's wearing. Hang on, let me just reconnect as. No, I didn't want to rejoin as GM. He's wearing clothes which are made of a kind of a hide, cured hide, but it seems to be no kind of hide that you've seen before.
Is it like human hide?
No. No, you wouldn't say that. Come on, connect, damn you. Oh, it's dropped out again. Motherfucker. Right, let's just power this bitch off. Power back on again. This time, if you're listening through this, you can have another 110 XP this time. At the 1 hour 36 mark and 30 seconds. But you got to tell me before the next session that you heard it. Come on, come on. Restarting. Crap. Come on. This one's taking a long time. Oops. There it goes, starting to come back up. This has been particularly egregious. Alright, come on, connect. Not yet. Still not connecting. Oops. No, go away. I reckon Telstra's screwing around with my internet. What are you doing to me, Telstra? You bunch of pricks. I think that this session is kaput.
I've heard a fair bit of it.
Oops,
It's
He's
still
back.
in.
Welcome
I
back.
might be back.
For how long?
It's a good
Yeah.
question. I'm pretty certain that Telstra is screwing around with my network at the moment. I'm getting so many DNS errors everywhere.
Ew.
Well,
Alright, let's see how we go. Alright. Let me jump back in. Alright, so how much did you hear about the dude that you were frisking? No, it's down.
So what was our plan? To
Hey, I'm
investigate
back.
the temple and drag bodies to...
oh!
Yeah, no.
I heard something.
I'm
Oh!
back.
Oh,
He's back.
hello.
Yeah, no, it's my tablet had stayed connected when I dropped out that time. That one was my PC. It wasn't connecting to the internet, right back to the modem properly. Alright, so
Nice.
I suggest the picture I just posted be nevertheless the screenshot for this session?
For this session. We should save that for the TPK.
You can reuse it. It's not hard to
That's
make.
true. In fact, we have coffin dance. Never mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
so back to this chap here, Sean. He's still there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
good.
gonna write something down.
I need someone humming in the background, so I know you guys are still there. He's wearing the clothes and the mask that seem to be made of some cute hide. You don't think it's human or humanoid. It's just a type of flesh that you haven't seen before. Very supple, but also kind of pretty tough and dry. He had the long knife. He has a couple pouches with unguents and herbs and stuffs like that in it. He smells. He reeks.
Nice.
He has nothing else that seems to be of any value. A few little fetishes, etc. Probably woven or just piercing his flesh and his clothing, but nothing that you would consider to be of any importance or value. At least
Does
to
the
you.
knife look in reasonable quality?
It looks like you could cut yourself on it, but it doesn't look like it's the kind of long knife that you'd want to carry around.
Okay.
It looks like it's probably been used for all manner of things, from probably eating to picking his fingernails to performing rituals to who knows what. Scraping fleas off pet carrion worms.
So I should put so I should sheath the knife in him.
It's up to you.
Well,
Well,
it
what are
depends
we
if you
gonna do
think
with
you can get him. Do you think it's worth interrogating?
Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope.
I do not.
Does anyone think
Nope.
they can speak the language of this creature?
Hang
I speak in the divine tongue. He might also speak it. Does he have a holy symbol?
He does
Mm-mm.
not.
Oh, he's an
Mm,
arcanist.
Seems like a wizard.
Yes, it was like a wizard spell that he cast. I don't think that was a divine spell that he cast. Well, none that I know
It
of.
wasn't, but you never know.
on. You all suck.
Well, I guess we could kill him and then I could cast speak with dead on him.
Do you want to make that bigger, Grail?
As an arcanist, he might also.
Right, so you need to be able to listen to it first.
We have ways of making him talk.
You do. So you can
Right.
wait close to an hour for it to the whole person to run off and then make him talk. But then you can use that if you wish. Not a
Yeah.
problem.
I just like the last bit. If those creatures ever attack you, they get a +1 hit and damage.
I know you guys suck. And to learn Goblin, do we want to know this?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what are we doing here? Aren't we just clearing this place out and then making it?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool to know what that fire thing is in the center. So, yeah, talking to
Well,
him would be kind of cool.
Let's just get someone gullible enough to walk into it.
I mean,
Yeah, let's throw him
I
in.
suppose you could try a trunk and some mercenaries. I mean,
Well, we could
How
chuck
much
this
would-
guy in.
you could just kind of chuck one of the corpses in first, see what happens.
Um,
We've got plenty.
Do
Yeah,
we
I
want
don't-
me
they
to
don't
play
need ears.
that blessing
Okay.
or no?
I don't think that's a good idea. Feeding the magic circle, just throwing it out there.
Probably not.
Mm.
We're just full of good ideas, though. That's what
It
we
might
do.
not be. It might be a bad idea, then mainly because goblins are something we encounter a lot, and they're not particularly, or most of them aren't particularly tough to take down. So you having the disadvantages isn't that big
Yeah.
of a deal. I mean, yeah, maybe we'd come up with something else we want to learn the language of, but like the disadvantages on that might actually be significant. So I
My-
think it's perfect for this.
My plan was either something like this, where it was super helpful to get us through an area we couldn't otherwise, or to wait until Grail had the dark tongue or something being spoken. I mean, like, haha, none of you know demonic. The eight have blessed me with this.
So the dark tongue, just a reminder, is not an evil language. It's
Oh,
it's
no,
the
no.
native language of the dark, the continent which is shrouded.
I was just picking,
I
that
know.
was
You-
lowercase dark tongue.
Ah, cool. I gotcha.
Well, we can truss this guy up with some rope and wait for him to snap out of it, and then go to town.
So you're saying we can loot the surface area again while we're waiting. Sounds good.
Yep, and we'll tie him up and divest him of all his stuff.
Yep.
His smelly knife. Well, I'm not keeping it. There's nothing there he had that sounded like it was that useful.
Did he have a spell book?
Nope.
What?
I
Interesting.
would have mentioned it if
Is-
he did.
He had
Is there
feathers,
any
though.
gear inside these tents?
Okay, you want to start going around having a look at those tents?
Yep.
Before I do that, I'm going to. Yeah, actually, I will do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Tie this guy
I
up.
want to check for javelins on this guy before we go.
He had no javelins. He had darts throwing spikes.
Yeah.
I'm going to wander into this temple again and see if anything's changed.
Okay.
I am playing the card.
All right. Just bear with me one moment. All right. Let me.
And then Grail DCs.
You know the way it's been going tonight. Let's not assume that it won't happen, because it probably will. Okay. So, who is going where?
I'm going over here.
You're going into that side. All right, go in there. That's cool. Just plug yourself in there. So the doors are here. Dun, dun, dun. Hang on a second. Let me put myself back on the token layer so you can see it. There.
Right.
All right. You can wander on in. Previously, it was seemed to be decorated in effigies and writings and worshipping words of the eight. In particular, I believe, from memory, it was, because I've got to go back, I think it was Harthel. It was either Harthel or Klalar. But at this point in time, the insides are just a burnt out husk. The walls are scorched with burn marks and flame. There is soot hanging heavy in the air and upon the ground. It assails your nostrils, even though it has lain undisturbed in here for some time. You see no indication at all of any kind of worship or the like.
But enough about Lenser after curry night. What's it like in the temple?
Okay. Cool.
However, as I was about to say, there is still the stairwells that you found previously to go downstairs.
I'll be back in a minute.
Just going downstairs, are you?
I'm not going downstairs.
Cool.
Do I, just from a casual, non-huntery look, do they look like they've been traversed recently?
Hard to tell, possibly. Probably. There does look like there's been people probably been moving about in here in the last minute or so, namely you, stirred up a bit of dust and ash, etc. But yeah, you think there's probably been people coming up and down the stairs recently.
Cool.
Who was looking in the tents?
Me, sure.
All right.
Anybody else joining me?
Put yourself.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a
Yeah, I
look
was
as well.
going to once I tied up the what is it? Prisoner.
Tent.
It's going up to that 10 up there.
I'm just going to work my way around, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going counterclockwise.
That's right. Is anyone else moving? So far we have Shiru, Vash, and Sean doing a reconnoiter of the tents.
Lens is probably just going to just have a look at this blue fire thing and see if she can figure out what the hell it is. Probably not, but
It looks to be a ring of blue fire.
yeah, exactly.
There is a very unnatural looking crack or series of cracks that have formed. One of the things you do notice, though, as you are gazing upon it, and it's well that you are, is that where each of the let's zoom in a bit, where each of the cracks seem to originate, or at the very least touch the flames, you notice that there is what appears to be some form of shackles that have been bolted or attached to the ground.
Ah,
They are
Like
empty.
manacles?
Yep, they are empty, however.
so it's X sacrifices, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Or they need that many sacrifices, either way. But they probably use sacrifices.
They seem to be otherwise untouched. Where you would expect metal in flame to be blackened, these do not seem to be so. Also, the flame doesn't seem to be generating heat, at the very least, heat that you are feeling. A fire that big, with such an illumination, should be generating some considerable amount of warmth, at the very least, but no, nothing. Of course, it is a weird colour. Not your natural everyday campfire that you go cooking marshmallows at. Meanwhile, where are we? If I select this dude here, and then I do this, and then we do this, and then we do this. All right. As you are moving into that tent to have a look, you hear some movement.
Who's that?
Which
Shiro
one?
or Henry?
Shiro.
Or Sean?
Not Shiro, Sean.
Oh.
Tonk.
Uh-oh.
And this guy has snuck around the corner poorly because he failed his move silently and hide. And he has a dagger in his hand. And just at the last second, you've heard him. He's about to try and stick the knife between your blades. You can attack him. You have the initiative.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll attack him then. My bow's in my hand, so I'll probably try and hit him with that.
I reckon your bow would be on your back because you're in search mode.
Okay, well, I'll hit him with my sword. No, with my hammer then.
Go for it. You hit him.
Okay.
Successfully, mind you.
Is he wearing armor?
He is.
Well, I even hit him even better then.
He's wearing a leather tunic. Dunk. Ow. He is not happy. He's going to try and stab you.
Oh, fair enough. Tit for tat, makes sense.
Honorable Jewel.
Poorly. Alright. You want to finish him off? He has 1 hit point left.
Sure. I'll attempt to anyway.
Back.
You miss.
I
Alright.
do.
He'll get 1 more attack before the sounds of combat alert everybody else. Again, these scouts suck.
Lance is on Overwatch.
Well,
He's
that's
about to get taken down.
Where are they?
Oh no, never mind. He got killed by a cleric's hammer. Maybe.
What?
Probably.
Probably.
Sean was just ambushed, and didn't matter.
Terrified.
Didn't care to win it.
I was sort of expecting it. I was starting to feel like I might have ended up like that.
No,
Would have been sad to go from 27 to 0, though.
No, your first attack hit him, so it was all good. All right. The tents just have a few little bedrolls in them, and by bedrolls, they seem to be just like loose sheets of hessian or some kind of material similar to hessian upon beds of needles and dried leaves, pine needle type things, not actual like syringe type needles. They stink. There's a few
Cringy type needles.
Yeah,
It's
'cause-
like a junkie's heaven. It's just like they're sleeping in a bed of needles.
Yeah, some people sleep on a bed of nails. These sleep on a bed of needles. Yeah, there's a couple of them in here. There seems to be a few bits and pieces, like some crappy crockery and stuff like that. Some pots, tiny little pots, like ceramic pots that are chipped and cracked and seem to be covered in a bit of mold, filled with some stinky kind of meat. There's a few bits of mushrooms scattered about within. A charming place.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's much the same for all of the tents?
Pretty much, yes. You can each roll a d6 for me, those that are searching the tents, please.
Yep. I was going to say, as we kick over and smash stuff, do we discover anything super legit?
Yep. So you can roll a d6 as well, Vash. No one finds anything of interest.
And is that all the tents?
Yep, you search all of them.
Like as we go through? Okay, cool.
I eat some of the mushrooms.
And what did we
It's
get
free
off
food.
all these guys? Were they wearing helmets?
They
or
were.
Did they have any gear that was decent?
They carried.
Did they have any coins?
They
or
carried-
pouches?
No, they have little use for coins. At least you've heard goblins have used coins before, and a lot of the times they make mockery of civilization, etc. When they make or take over cities or towns, etc. These ones don't seem to be having anything along that line. But I'll tell you what, I'll let you each roll 1d20 and see if you can find that many copper coins searching the tents.
Ooh.
I assume I'm guarding our prisoner and or learning his language.
Sure, he's not muttering at the moment because he can't speak or say anything.
Yeah. Well, guarding and then.
What the hell? My Dropbox just said I added 3 files. I haven't put anything in Dropbox since days ago. Crazy.
Lag, fishing, the above.
It's just my Dropbox probably being a spaz because of the internet going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can be. If that's the case, if that's what you want to do, yoink. Stand next to him, intimidatingly. All right. Is there anything else that you are wishing to do?
So we didn't find a spell book anywhere. Damn this mage.
All right. I'm gonna check out. I think these are the stables.
Which ones?
This big thing up here on the north.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. We'll go together. Let's head over and check out those stables.
Actually, no, I think that's where the stairs that went down were. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They were here, I think. But yeah.
Where do you think they were?
I think they were here. But I think there might have been 2 access points.
Alright.
Whatever.
I'm going to say they're up in the stables, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. From memory, I
Legit.
think that's where they were, because you found them soon after Keridwen had her incident with the goblin up in this tower.
That's
Yep.
true.
So yes, if you want to go up and have a look in there, they are old stables. It looks like there is more effigy of goblin habiting
Habitation.
inhabiting these areas. Yes, habitation, inhabiting. I couldn't make my choice between which word to say and said neither. And it stinks, etc. You can roll d6 when you go through, start searching here, see if you find anything of note. If you roll a 6, you do, you don't.
Yep.
Just bits and pieces. Nothing that seems to take your interest or pique curiosity. You do find the stairs going down. We'll say that's where they are. And yes, it looks like there is obviously indication that they have been used.
Is that the building to the north there?
Yes, the long one.
Yep.
So, what are your plans?
I think we're planning to fail, aren't we?
Well, by not having one? Yes.
Yes.
No. I mean, if this area seems to be clear upstairs,
When you check this area,
Yep.
these things.
sure, let's group up
And
and check this area then.
Yep.
Mhm.
Which area?
So this area, this one over here was the keep.
That's where the monster was.
Yeah, it was on the outside over here, chained up, the tentacle beast.
And the heroes.
Well, what was left of Nodgrim you found in there, and
Yep.
a skinned halfling.
Yep.
Yes,
Yikes.
yikes indeed.
Get over here, Lenzer and Groobs.
Okay,
Or
so
are you guys gonna chill at the back?
so you guys can have a wander.
I will chill at the back, but I'll chill at the back of.
Okay, you guys can have a wander through there.
We do need to keep our prisoner too.
He's only small. If you wish to pick him up, he is encumbrance 2.
Very well. I'm
Hilarious.
taking a packed lunch. If you wouldn't
Nice.
mind bringing him.
All right, let me put myself back on the token layer and grab him and yoink him.
Over one meaty bicep.
You can go through a wander through there. Again, this is all looks like it has been gutted significantly. Most of it is in ruin. Walls have collapsed, ceilings have fallen down, etc. There is not much left of the infrastructure in here. You're moving through it makes it seem to be unstable in places. You do not find any indication that the goblins have been inhabiting in here or even moving through it. You do find old rusty hooks, etc., still with a few dead bodies on them from long ago. Indication that they were here, but they have abandoned it.
Well, if they're not hanging too high up, I'll pull those corpses down.
Yep, they
and
are
do
old.
some rights over them.
Yep, they are old and leathery and look like they have been tortured and have had chunks cut off them, probably as used as a butcher's hook, cutting pieces of meat from still living victims.
Prayer for them. Their sufferance is an end.
Mm-hmm.
The age of madness they no longer have to put up with.
Yep. The goblin that you are carrying is starting to squirm.
Let's bring him outside and interrogate him.
We got a live one.
All right. With his arms bound behind his back and stuff, let's start talking to him. I tried talking to him in the divine language. So.
Okay. He looks at you, cocks his head. Did anyone gag him? I know you bound him. Did you gag him?
No, we didn't gag him.
All right. He laughs at you.
Okay.
Oh,
Try talking to him in the trade tongue. Who are you? What are you doing here?
He spits. His tongue,
All right.
you notice, is forked. It looks like it is mutilation that has forked it, however.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Would that prevent him from speaking?
What was that, sorry?
Would that prevent him from speaking?
It has been done many, many years ago, most likely. He has done it to himself, or someone has done it to him previously.
Pretty sure he was speaking when he was casting his spell.
You knew he was speaking, yes. He was making
Okay.
sounds, at the very least.
All right. Well, I personally am not against torture, so interrogate him as you will.
Well, you step up. I feel like torturing him would be more on your level because you're both very short.
Fair enough. I smash his little toe,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ask him who he is again.
All right. You smash his little toe. He screams a bit, and then laughs back at you again. Between gritted teeth.
Fair enough. I
You
mean,
know something we don't.
I can do this another 9 times, so I smash another toe.
Alright, I'll just put all these there so you can see. These are the full pictures of them as well.
I just say, I'm not exactly sure what you think it's saving you by not saying who you are.
He doesn't say anything.
Interesting.
After all 10 toes.
Yeah. After all 10 toes, is he still not talking? How many toes do I get through?
No, he's not saying anything. At least nothing that seems to be coherent or obvious.
I'm going to start moving him towards the manacles.
Like, he's not in, he doesn't seem to be happy. But, anything he says is not obvious. And when he does say stuff, it seems to be short, 1 or 2 words.
Would you like
Is
to
it
be chained
enough
to the
for the-
manacles?
Major blessing to work?
You want to use that magic blessing now? Feel
Yeah,
free.
I said that I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were waiting to see if he's.
No.
Sure. Okay, that's fine.
I'd already played it.
No worries. Okay,
Before.
the words that he is saying are basically shit and fuck and ouch.
Worth spending the blessing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's nice. But now you can converse with him.
Hey. What are you doing here?
He looks at you. You seem to see a bit of recognition upon his face. But first, since you played that blessing,
Roll a d100 to see if
Is
I
that your
chaos bomb.
third chaos? Is that your third
It's his
major
second.
blessing?
it's his second.
Only second.
Roll
Okay.
percentile dice for me, please.
Percentile or d100?
It's exactly the same. Cool. No, you're good. But you do.
Well, I mean, obviously.
But you do hear somewhere off in the distance something chattering. It sounds like goblins, tens of thousands of goblins chattering. Then you realise that they're actually saying your name. And then it's gone. And this goblin's brow furrows through the pain that Shiro has inflicted upon him, and you see intense hatred staring through your soul.
I see more in the morning when I
You
get
should
on.
not have done that, human.
And why is that?
You are marked. I see a mark upon you.
Oh, there are several.
His soul was only there for a while. Mark's gone.
Your short friend has fucked my feet. They are really sore.
You guys have a very different method of procreating. I'm just noting that ours. Well, I mean, you'd never be able to try it, but a lot less hammers. How many of you are there? You've still got fingers at the moment.
Oh.
Make a charisma check for me, please.
I don't make charisma
You
checks.
get -2.
Yeah, I know.
Sweet googly. Googly.
Mhm.
-2's good.
+2 is good.
My reaction adjustment was 1 before, so it's just a -1.
Yep.
Oh, you have
My
back.
charisma is 8.
Oh, you did 2d6.
Yes.
No, it is 2d6, sorry.
Yes.
2d6 -1.
Nice. 5. 5 is good.
Yeah.
5 is good.
Also, for me, Grail, the last 2 memes are appropriate for you.
Fair enough. There are enough of us. This is our home now.
Ah. So enough of you, that's got to be like 30, 40,000?
Do not know that number.
Ah, sorry, yes. Anything beyond the number of fingers and toes you have gets quite complicated, I understand.
So that would be
Man.
10 now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought dwarves were dumb. Talking to you, does he respond at all to my mention of their friends, the dwarves?
No. He doesn't seem to be too perplexed or concerned. I mean, not Jaquan, Shiro is here, and he is a member of the Stone Kin, and has not been. This goblin doesn't seem to be too interested in trying to eat his face.
Oh, he doesn't want to eat your face. That gnome, he has, well, this is just foreplay for him. He's messed up. You should really answer all my questions.
Dunk.
How many of you are there in the tunnels?
I do not know. Many others. It grows. The tunnels are closed.
Where are they closed? Down deep?
The shifting has happened. It will happen again.
Shifting always happens. Which shifting do you refer to?
The tunnels, they shift.
And they allowed you up here?
We always find ways. Have you guys not worked that out yet? You humans and elves. We always find ways through the tunnels, through the darkness.
Oh,
My feet really
we've
hurt.
noted. Look,
May I cure myself?
no.
I will be more willing to speak if I'm not in such pain.
I feel like you might not, or I don't trust you to cast your magic. And then I'll switch to Trade Tongue. Hey, Lensa, if he seems like he's going to cast, can you put an arrow in him?
Sure.
I swap back. You see the elf over there? Her skill is legendary. The only thing she is better with is a bow than a bow is with a munition. Fortunately for you, she doesn't have one of those to hand because you would have no hand. So, tell me, who leads your tribe?
There is no leader.
Have you
Interesting.
asked him about the fire? Sure, it's just like, what's happening?
The dwarf says before he consummates your relationship, he wishes to know about the fire.
You mean the gnome?
Look, They and you are all short. Honestly, I wasn't sure that I was speaking Goblin, not Dwarven.
The fire. Yes. It is the path. We were building the path
The path for who? Or what?
for more to come.
More goblins?
Yes.
Why did you make it look so much like an anus?
You are weird.
Look, my command of your language is impeccable.
There were 8 sacrifices.
Who was sacrificed?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
It didn't to them. There were 8.
Were they human?
Some.
When was the last sacrifice?
A couple days before.
How many more did you intend?
None.
When will the gate open?
It already is.
I can see it puckering, ready to disgorge its filth. Can it be closed?
This is why you will all die. You humans have no understanding. You are just too weird.
You talk about standing, which is pretty funny from a guy coming with no functional toes.
If I die, I die.
But a lot can happen before then. And I point again at the gnome.
What is it you want?
Well, the gnome wants many things, most of which are not natural, but include, are there any spell books?
What is spellbook?
That's what I thought. And then I point over to Hypatia. They want as many shiny things as you have or know where. Are there many shiny things below?
Many shiny things through the port, through the path, and to the fire.
Are you going to join us in the fire?
But of course. He smiles, crooked yellow teeth, stained gums. There seems to be a bit of blood in his spittle now.
I switch back to Trade Tongue. I don't think we've got him for much longer. It's a path. The gate is already opening. There are a lot more of them coming, and he seems keen to journey into it.
Oh, that's not great.
But Hypatia, he says there are shiny things there. Shiru, he doesn't know what a spell book is. And he made some comment about Minerva still robbing her wand. I'm not sure what that's about.
Fair enough.
Anything else we want me to quickly say to him?
Nope.
Nope.
How did he get the? How did he train carrion worms?
Where did the carrion worms come from?
From the land. They were
Were
here.
they already here?
They were here.
And you saw we dispatched Bob and Edna. What hope do you think your hosts have against us?
I don't really care. If you wish to kill me, kill me. You probably will.
I mean, it seems reasonable to assume, but it could be a quicker death.
I am prepared to meet those above or her below. Send me where you will.
It might be half each. And then swapping back to the Trade Tongue. I don't think we're going to get much more out. Wait. Vash, do you want both ears? Or do you want?
Yeah, why not? Actually, ask him about his tongue. I'm actually curious if there's anything special about that.
What is forked to tongue?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
that
is that
implied?
normal or is that abnormal?
None of the other goblins had it.
The half-orc wishes to know why your tongue is forked. Is that some kind of kink thing?
We have all marked.
Definitely a kink thing, I say back to Vash.
Did you tell us about the thing growing in down below?
Yes, I will also say that. Also, seems to indicate that we are all going to die if we hang around, and by all of us, seems to think all of the humans within and elves within range. What that range is, I'm not sure. He has problems counting past 10.
Well, if we're not going to do any more exploring, then I say we welcome the mercenaries in here, and then at least there's like a force waiting for any goblins that come up. We can guard the orifice and the staircase.
They can slow it down.
Yep, and then
Yep.
we can camp here, and if we live throughout the night, I reckon we journey through the orifice.
I mean, that makes it sound like next session is going to be amazing. When Grail gets to title it Journey Through the Orifice.
Yeah.
Why is the orifice moving? I'm scared.
Why
It's
is it moving?
pulsating.
It hungers. It hungers.
It grew.
I think that was just the fact that it.
Did it
Oh,
grow?
It
Yeah.
grew.
yes,
Oh.
it grew by moving to the left of it, then moving.
Only
it grew
because-
to the left and then grew to the right.
Only because, like,
because you couldn't do it. Yeah.
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 Grabbing by the corner.
Yeah.
Made
Alright,
it appear
awesome.
that way. Yep.
Sounds
All
good.
right. Let's kill this guy and call the other people in.
Yep. Vash, as newest member, would you like to do the we'll call it on us?
Sure. Will we be merciful and kill him first before I take his ears?
He was mostly
Yes.
forthcoming. Like I don't think.
Oh, look, only a psychopath would
Just
talk.
take his head off from behind because you deal double damage when decapitating people from behind.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Surprise! You don't have a head.
If you
It
You
has
also
been
want-
a pleasure.
Check out
if
the
you do
view.
that, to preferably get the arterial spray to hit Hypatia or Shiro in the face, it's pretty funny.
Oh no! When I'm like killing Vash, I'm like walking away. There's been enough blood sprays over Shiro that he knows which way this ship sails.
I'm pretty sure you're still in range there. Like, really good blow.
Alright,
It
here
helps
it
if you
goes.
shake the goblin
You
first.
don't need to make an attack. He is helpless.
Oh, okay.
You can just coup de grace.
What if I had my aim a bit off? Because I'm a doofus.
You might be a doofus occasionally, but he's still helpless.
It's like T-ball. You really make that head go.
Yep.
BRB.
He is helpless and also does. Hang on a second. I was put that back on that.
That's 12 ears.
He had an armor class of 8 and 12 hit points. So regardless,
Jeez.
Oh.
That person doesn't move at all.
Nope. They just take it.
That is some. How do you not move?
are their eyes
Their eyes
closed?
must be shut. I don't.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's no fear.
The eyes are
Only
closed.
stupidity.
Okay, so what is your plan? You have just dispatched the goblin spellcaster.
This is definitely a better representation, I think, of what happened.
Yep.
Is the
I'm gonna heal Lenza one more time
brutal
because I'm worried.
Or another 2.
fatality.
For 4.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you very much. I'm half health.
Yeah.
Yay!
Problem is you only heal like 2 per day, so yeah.
And I'm back.
All right, and
Cool.
yeah, let's call those mercs in.
Cool.
Okay.
And explain that we're going to try and go down the hole.
Well,
The orifice.
we're gonna camp, and we want them to guard the whatever the frick that is. And tomorrow, when we get up, we're gonna venture forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because we're crazy and have no regard for our lives.
if it doesn't open during the night.
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yep.
You can go out.
And be interesting.
You can go outside and get the mercs. They are loath to come in at this point in time. The fact
Look at
that
all
there
the
is,
ears.
yeah, I mean, they appreciate what you've done, and they believe that you have slain many goblins, perhaps all the ones that you have found, but not slain all of them. And the fact that there is the blue fire has them unsettled. In fact, that was why they ceased their attacks upon the keep in the first place.
I
Simple,
okay.
dude.
I just asked them, wouldn't it be better that you can see whatever comes out of that fire as it comes out, rather than, you know, later after it's got a foothold in this world and is, you know, sneaking up behind you, coming out of the sky.
One of the mercs, or one of the adventurers that's nearby, looks you up and down. Not really. How do you? I can run in there. I can't. I don't want to see some kind of slimy devil monster crawl out of some gods only know hell's anus.
There's a gate here. You can still run. Just run out of here.
It sounds like you need to convince them.
Barris is keen, but he has no real sway over them. They're all independent individuals. But yes, if you wish to try and talk them into it, feel free. At the moment, you are not selling it because they are more fearful of the blue fire and what it represents.
Didn't they come here to do a job? You're not gonna get paid by sitting outside. At the moment, you're just eating rations. Losing out.
That is the mercenary's dream life.
Some of them are
Not getting
mercenaries, some of
paid.
them are adventurers. Yeah, but they are concerned because of the blue fire. So if
Fair
you
enough.
wish to try and talk them into it, feel free. Make your
I will.
charisma check.
And also, I'm looking for, you know, the truly heroic to venture forth with us in the morning.
Well, let's see how persuasive you are. At the moment,
Yes,
your words alone are not selling it.
fair enough. But I do have an alluring bijou.
Ooh, you're going to use an alluring bijou, are you?
I am trying to convince them to come with us. So, 2d6. It's a 6. Mediocre. Still, it's slightly better than average.
Mm-hmm. Most of them kind of stay around about the same. They're not really fussed one way or the other. But you do manage to convince 1d4 minus 1 to come with you wherever you go tomorrow. The rest of them will move up closer to keep an eye on it.
Or did you say 1d4 minus 1?
1d4 minus 1.
Roll a 1.
1. Yeah, buddy. Yep.
Yep.
Aw,
You're about to get someone.
boys.
You're about to get someone step through, and then there was a crackle and a pop of blue energy from within the keep, sending a bit of a kind of a smoky haze up into the air, and they stepped back the way they were opposite way they were heading. I'll tell you what. Talk to me tomorrow evening, and I should be okay. I think I'm washing my beard tomorrow.
Can I have a go?
Wow.
You can
They
try.
just don't like me because I'm a nerd.
Sure.
It's possible. You have minus. Yeah.
Excellent. Nope. Come on, we're only going into certain, almost certain death in a possibly alternate dimension. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. Barris is, look, what you've done, amazing. We'll keep an eye on it, and look, everyone around here is a bit rattled. You went in, you slew some goblins. We've all slain goblins.
And some carrion worms.
Yeah, that's also a bit of a concern. Are there any more of them in there?
Are there?
Because, it's very concerning that you come out speaking of such things.
Well,
So,
be kind of harsh not to.
so your plan tomorrow is to enter that fire. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Is it safe to do so?
It might be safe to answer, but
It is a
Probably-
gate.
on the
Probably
side.
not, but
I mean,
if we don't,
safe is a strong word.
You take that goblin's word that you spoke to?
I do believe it is a
Yes.
gate. Maybe we'll just head down the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of just leaving that gate there.
But then, where's it a gate to?
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Is
Yeah.
it two-way?
And that is...
Well, they say the tunnels are shifting, so maybe this is just the express route.
Yeah.
So, well, it could be heading into the, this settings version of the Underdark. That could be fun. Hope you guys don't miss your tan.
And what?
Hope you guys aren't going to miss your tan.
And
Tan.
yes, well, when they dispel the magic on our rocks, we could be in trouble.
That's true.
For us that don't have dark vision.
The
Or-
Quiver of Javelins, does that take 3 encumbrance, or does that take 1 encumbrance because it's a quiver?
They were each encumbrance, so it's basically probably about 2 encumbrance for the whole javelin and quiver.
Okay.
It was just basically a way for him to carry them on his back.
Yep.
But they were still big ass javelins.
Is that your concern, Henry?
What's that? That we're all blind and get
The
devoured
picture.
in a... Oh. I keep forgetting that you talk in memes.
I mean, have you listened to me? I also talk
Well,
and talk. Like
if they
a lot.
if they won't come in here, I guess we just go out there and camp with them and don't watch the fire or, have any early warning that we're going to get wrecked. But at
Can we
least that
ask
way...
around? Yeah, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, at least that way, if something huge does come out of it and goes on a rampage, there'll be a bunch of other idiots running around, We've just got to be
Well-
faster than them. Oh, no, wait, I'm short and slow.
By the
If
way,
we're going
forklift
to-
driver Klaus is fantastic.
You watched it, did you?
I've watched it years ago, many times.
It's hilarious. You're talking about getting blood all over you, and I'm like, yeah, that's what comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to watch it, but not during the session.
No,
I've watched
but
it
it's
years
definitely
ago.
worth a watch.
Years and years ago. In
If-
fact, it came up at work. Someone at work posted it as a
Safety video?
safety
Yes.
video. Yeah.
Same here. It's like, safety video, actually worth watching.
Anyway,
Just brush up on your German before you do it.
so Barris is like, if your plan is to go into that fire, should you not check it first for safety?
How would we do that?
Have you not watched Stapler for Klaus?
Have you any other goblins that you took hostage, prisoner?
We could throw corpses in it. I guess. We could throw tenting in it. We could throw a bunch of things into it. Let's give that a go. See what happens.
Probably would have been good to chuck the living one through and see what happens if he started screaming and
Yeah,
Ran
but I was
one
worried that
to-
he'd just go back to his group and we would have just given them
Yeah.
back a powerful enemy. That was my only concern with, because I was like, maybe we'll change him to a manacle. And I was like, then we might be feeding the circle. I don't know. Seems bad.
changing it to a manacle doesn't sound like a good idea.
Rail, can you confirm?
Can I confirm? Have you sent me a message? Have you?
No, the picture.
You sent me.
Does it burn stuff that we throw through the fire?
So you're going back into the keep?
Yeah.
All right. And what are you trying to put in the fire?
Marshmallows.
I want to throw one of these tents through it.
Okay. You go and you dismantle the tent and you throw it in there.
I was going to suggest Kruger, but
I
Alright.
mean,
So
you can.
I just mean like, a pole or something,
Move
part
yourself-
of this tent.
move
Some
yourself
stuff.
how you want to be positioned when you throw it in.
Where am I?
I'm suddenly
Yeah.
moving my character further away from it.
I want to be over here, and I'm going to throw it in, so hopefully it gets into this crack. Well, so maybe I'd be here.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
much of a
around
muchness.
here.
Wait, is there a better one that I can get a line on?
Be far
Yes.
away.
Yeah,
That
I'm moving
one.
back towards Vex.
And I throw it into this.
Ah, weak
Look at
sauce.
your positioning yourselves.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, it's
called
like
science.
here.
All right. So are you all now happily positioned?
Yep.
This is what opens it. You're going to be out of melee range. All right, let's go. In goes the tent post.
All right. Let me just.
Javelin. Style.
All right. So you throw that in.
Through the fire. Specifically through the fire.
All right. You can make a d6 roll for me, please.
Sure.
On a number less than 7, you're in
6.
A giant tentacle comes out of the hole.
trouble. Nah, Craig's not playing.
Oh no.
As
Oh
it
no.
bursts from the ground and grabs hold of the tent, shakes it around, and then casts
Emerges again.
casts its
Oh.
eyes upon your direction. At that point in time, if I was to go back to the GM layer and go click, 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 as armor class -2 and 8 piercing damage from a crossbow strikes you, Shiro.
Jeez.
That's bad.
Okay. That's a bit rough.
Wow.
One of them finally hit.
I was just going to say, those carrion crawlers can use crossbows. I'm impressed.
Right, let me also just
Look,
check.
don't have any
mechanically, it's
arms.
the same as a crossbow.
Where did that crossbow come from?
It hit you in the back.
Okay, so somewhere back over here. Cool.
And then, if I was to... This is going for... Who's this person down here? That
Me?
would be Sean,
Mm,
Where?
down here.
I'm here.
Sean.
Ah,
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'm on the GM layer, that's why you're not seeing my ping. My
Right.
mistake.
That's where I am. Is that what you're talking, Julian?
Yes.
Not me. I am closer.
Armor class -3 and 8 points of damage. Sean.
Ooh, that hurt.
Let me make some checks. It'll be normal for that, and this will be hard. And alright, he failed miserably. Let me put him on the token layer down the bottom. And let me check.
We need to go up and clear those walls, guys.
And those towers.
Yeah. I think we're getting a bit premature here.
I
Yup.
mean, we should shoot this freaking carrion worm.
No, well, he's probably not going to come out of the fiery circle.
Okay,
I mean, he might.
baby.
Maybe, yes, but he's not going to be able to get us if we're on the wall. Through the stone.
Okay, that's what you see. So
Oh, okay, we've seen them.
they failed their stealth
Alright.
checks afterwards. He is on top
See.
of the temple, and the others.
Temple.
Yep.
All
Alright.
right.
So initiative. We'll start with. Well, Shiro is back to the top anyway. It went full circle.
Shiro's going to go 1, 2, 3 and shoot his sling at that guy who shot him.
Okay, you have -1 to hit him because he is
Okay.
behind a bit of cover, but it doesn't matter. It still hits and 6 damage.
Yep.
That is. If I put myself on a token layer. That is the correct number.
Oh, nice. Maximum damage.
Right in the skull. Sconned him. Down he went. Donk. Alright, Lenza. You there, Lenza?
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Just
Shu has attracted one of your favourite.
yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy the fact that it can't do anything because it's in the.
Yeah.
That seems like a really good way to just die. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay. That is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
The arrow seems to provide only minor inconvenience to it.
Yep.
Like getting
Sinks
stung.
deep into its flesh.
But the fire didn't just like unmake the arrow. I saw it hit the thing.
Absolutely. I mean, it would have to be the most intense fire ever to
Yes.
destroy an arrow that's flying
As
so
it
fast.
goes through it, yeah.
Yep.
Still, that's good. It means we probably can step through it without dying,
You should
or at
climb.
least being completely destroyed.
Oop, have to go back to select move, and I start moving that way.
Okay. Hypatia.
Mm.
War were declared.
Cool. Can I run in heavy armor?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's just double normal movement.
It just
Straight
makes you-
line.
Yeah, it's just encumbering, that's all. So it just adds to your encumbrance value, but you're a fighter and you're strong. So if you're not encumbered, you're not encumbered.
Cool. Alright then. Can I run past Vash?
You can.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Remember, these are 5 foot by 5 foot squares. Vash is not 5 foot by 5 foot wide.
Yeah, that helps.
It's just her. It's just her area of control.
15, 20, 25, 30. 5.
I mean,
About there.
I mean, when someone brings in a gelatinous cube as a character, then yeah, sure, you'll take up that square.
That's an option.
Excellent.
Sean, you're
Not
up.
yet.
Cool.
Only if you start working for the witch.
I mean, it has its benefits.
Did you say it's my go?
Yes, I
Julian?
did.
Did you see the one I was targeting?
No, I didn't. Which one? You have -1 to hit him because of the cover he is provided by the wall.
But he's within standard range, so
It will offset.
freaking wish you could just anyway. Oh, boo.
It's a good hit, and it hurts him significantly, but he is still standing after all this time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Vash,
Start running.
What's the range on my javelin?
so your javelin has,
30.
so if we have a look,
30 up to 60 without
so
penalties.
if you have a look, in the down the group
handouts.
handouts under mechanics, there's something that says weapon ranges. So if I hit show
Oh.
to players there, you'll find that your javelin has a short range of 30 feet, a medium range of 60 feet, and a long range of 90 feet.
I have an atlatl that apparently doubles the range.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I might run
Well, you can
30
hit it from
feet
there
and
then,
shoot.
if you've got an atlatl.
So you can't run 30 feet. You can move. If you're going to attack, you can only move up to 20 feet.
Yeah, so you move 20 feet and then use
Ooh.
your atlatl and you can hit him.
So that's already effective range. Cause...
But you can still move 20
Oh,
feet
wow.
before you throw.
Yeah, I might as well, in case I need to run anyway.
In case you have to hit them with your axe.
So 20. Just need to move there first.
So these are up on walls. So you'll need to go upstairs to get to them. Over yonder. Or try to somehow climb these 40-foot walls.
Hopefully,
How
you'll
much
just
health
kill.
does this guy have?
Which guy?
Full
Not that
health.
much.
Not much.
Yeah,
They have like 6.
he's full health, but he's a goblin. Doesn't look like a tough.
Goblin.
That guy
Looks
took
like an
4
elite.
I
damage.
might. True.
Nah, hit the unwounded one. You got this.
Yep.
Glory.
Yeah, okay, I'll try and eat the javelin.
Okay, go for it. Try and yeet the javelin at him. So you have -1 to hit because of the cover that he has provided from the wall. Because you're doubling your
Yep.
range, it means your medium range goes up to 120 feet. So it is +0 for that. So it's only -1 to hit. Go for it.
Cool.
So
That's
-1
mine
mod.
to, -1 to hit and -1.
That's it.
Nice.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fun.
All right, so he has some nice protective cover. He also has a big javelin stuck in his skull. It's like now you need to yell out, "Worship the Sister of Thorns." He is dead. Dead. All right, it's their go. And if I
Somebody's
was,
got to reload a crossbow.
yeah, but before he does that, this guy here drops behind the cover. Just he's completely out of sight now. You heard him.
He's like, oh no.
You heard him yell out something. None of you understood except for Jaquan. Jaquan, you heard him yell out, "Fuck."
Oh, yeah.
Alright, what's the movement of this chappy here? It's only 20 feet. But he's going double
Run,
move.
Shrew, run.
Moves. They just across the ground very quickly towards Shuru,
Ah, crap.
leaving kind of a trail of gooey slime. As it went through the fire, it seemed unscathed.
Okay, well, let's answer some questions if we just have to survive.
New round, Lenza.
Gotta shoot the worm again.
Okay.
Because, you know,
I stand by that most recent meme.
what is my thing?
It does hit. The
Only
arrow,
4 damage though.
the arrow sinks into its
Mhm.
fleshy, flabby hide. Oh, that was not the right amount of damage.
I'm not that good.
No. I took off how much it was going to have left rather than how much damage it did. Jaquan. Shuru is in danger.
Do I care that much?
Come on, he's Ralph Wiggum on the bus.
I know that was what I was getting.
Yeah. I'm coming.
Hypatia's up next.
I sort of see the Karen through things like, crap. I'm gonna wave. Sean, you got that sniper. You got that sniper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got. They've ducked behind the thing.
Yeah, there's not much I can
I
do
know.
about that.
So come shoot the thing.
I will. Hilariously out of range. Anyway, I guess I'll start running this way instead. Yay!
It's a good thing you've got a lot of constitution. You're very fit.
Yeah,
Never
about
skip
that.
Leg day. Never skip leg day.
Sean.
Sean is going to move. Just got to decide how far.
Looking at your current hit points, you are all pretty battered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not good timing.
Give me the dopamine I require.
Vash. You put paid to that goblin on the wall. The other one said, "Fuck this." Your little friend.
Where does he have to? He can run. He can't escape from the keep without us seeing him, right?
Well, he possibly could. They're pretty sneaky.
There's probably a few holes.
Yeah.
That's his secret. There's always a few holes.
Goblins are notorious for being able to worm their way through places. They're small, they're lithe, they're agile. They don't mind getting grubby and dirty.
Will he leave a blood trail for us to track later?
Maybe. There is a lot of blood around nowadays, though.
I believe this is what the goblins look like.
No.
Well, I don't want to separate from the group, so I help with the carrion worm.
Wow. She's so much smarter than the rest of us.
I know.
It's pretty good.
Wait, you're not just.
It's pretty good CGI, that.
So, I can move 60, right?
The octopus.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then it will be Shiro.
Alright, Shiro is going to slash at it.
Go for it.
With his weapon, but the damage will be different. It's gonna be shit. I don't actually have
It's going to be shit.
set up for that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to roll like normal, but then roll damage separately because I don't actually have a damage thing set up.
What weapon are you attacking it with?
A long knife
Cool.
with stiletto as backer.
Cool. So you're using double attacks to get +2 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just add +2 damage to your damage modifier.
No, his stiletto does different dice roll.
Yeah, my stiletto has a different size damage, so I miss anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. You guys have all attacked. It decides it's time for Burger King. Bite. I think that might miss you.
That does miss me.
Ooh.
Not today. That's
Okay.
good.
But it doesn't come with a free Froget.
But the Froget is
possible for him to
cursed.
kill me.
That's bad.
I have seen him do 15 damage.
Here's your climb. You're up.
There, and we'll do the javelin piff.
Mm-hmm. That looks like a significant
Oh.
strike.
That is
Yep.
that's definitely big, nice. Chunky boy.
Come on, select. There we
Can I shout, "Get away from her, you bitch"?
go. Okay, Sigourney.
Always go full Sigourney.
Hypatia, you're up.
Man, imagine how much damage it would have done if I had that other javelin.
Danger close is how much damage that would have done.
You there, Al?
I'm out of range.
Al's looking
Al, you've muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, and I don't know if I haven't really declared either way whether I have a weapon out or not. So I'm gonna draw a pistol and shoot it.
Go for it. You keep your pistol loaded.
Yep. Well, going into here, yes, I definitely did.
Okay. So if everybody in the vicinity was not aware that combat had been engaged, they are now.
They are
Mhm.
now.
When the black powder
Mhm.
weapon goes off.
Come
Yep.
on, crit.
And I'm pretty sure I have no bonuses to hit.
It's not short range.
Oh yeah, good point. It's at short range, so +1 and
As a pistol, as a gun, you get +2 at short range. Oh, sorry, you get
Yep.
you get
It's
+2.
like a crossbow.
No, you get +2 damage at short range. Sorry.
Yeah.
okay,
+1 to hit, +2 damage.
right. Oh god, I don't think I coded this up. Let's look at my macros.
And it counts as a piercing weapon, so
It,
it's +3.
it counts as all types
The
of weapon.
everything weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I'm just gonna just set this up so plus. Okay, so it's +1 to hit at short range.
Mhm.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's it.
Can I play a
Rolled a
minor
19.
mean?
You critted it, so it's ×3 damage.
And it's exploding
Dang.
dice. It's
And
exploding
exploding
dice.
D4s. Come on, it's exploding D4s.
Okay.
So
So I
it's-
can.
2d4 exploding +2 because it is against an unarmored enemy. +2 because
+2
it's a
short range.
gun at short range. So it's 2d4 exploding +4
Okay,
times
now-
times 3.
Under the advanced dice rolls, that exploding separate or exploding compounded?
You can actually do. I think exploding is with an exclamation mark at the end. So roll 2
okay.
d4 exclamation mark.
Yep.
Yeah, it would. So yeah, just / roll d. So you would
Yep.
do.
+4.
You would do that.
So that's my base amount.
Oh, nice.
So that's times 3.
Yep. So 28 something.
Whoa.
Ah,
42 damage.
why am I running this way?
You decided you wanted the fight to end.
Yes.
The
I'm
only
really
down-
glad you have those pistols.
the only
Mm.
down-
I think I need to
I've
buy.
got those for you. Very good.
Yeah, might have to buy them. I'll have to buy them over a drink next time I see her.
Now, Steve,
Al,
a healing
only 9 out of 10.
a healing
because you've got
potion
this.
costs
So what's
A healing- a healing potion costs 50 gold. A round in that thing costs 5. That's 5 times better than any healing potion, isn't it?
What I'm hearing
crit.
is, next time Sean's injured, rather than giving him a healing gold, he wants to be shot 10 times.
No, 5 because maths is not his strong suit.
5. I'm
No.
a philosopher, damn it.
I'm s-
You said 5 times.
yeah, these are a fifth the a tenth the price of a
Yeah,
healing.
that's why I said
Yeah.
maths is not your strong suit. It's just a joke. Anyway, the carrion worm, there's a big flash of smoke and fire and flame from Hypatia. Everyone gets a little bit deaf because these things are god awfully loud. And sure, you get covered in goo.
Yes! How many inches thick?
Yes.
Well, it was a pretty much direct line.
Also, I'm not looking for a gift for that.
I'm sure you could find one from
I'm not
from-
looking for a gift for that.
from Tremors or something.
Not looking for a gift for that.
Kablamo. I mean, it's good that you got a crit and you've also exploded the dice.
Yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the crit was the real help.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
I think the fact it does all 3 damage types what really helped.
That did help.
Yes, I was quite aware of that. It's like,
Yes, it would not have
I
been
should get
dead.
range.
It would not have been dead if it didn't do all 3 damage types.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
Should we run up on the wall and try and catch us a goblin or 2?
Yeah, I think that's pretty legit.
Yeah, track down that goblin. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I mean,
I'm
it's
faster
back
than
when I
Jimmy
got
to
it's the
do
one
it.
that shot Sean, but still.
Let's all talk at once so we got no idea what we're
Okay,
doing.
we can continue doing that. Come on, guys. I'm the only one that it doesn't work if it's just me.
It's always you.
Yeah, I said just me.
sure. You
Okay,
guys,
yes.
you guys can
climb up
start
walls.
running up on there if you want. By the time you get up there, he is long gone.
Okay,
Well,
fair enough.
Sure.
Well, let's just sweep and clear the towers and the ramparts just to make sure.
So did they all have crossbows?
Yes.
Interesting. Crossbows are
No,
pretty
he's not.
good.
He's right there.
Are they functional crossbows that aren't like crap?
Who's right where?
That's a dead guy and Vash.
Is that Vash, is it?
Oh, I
Yes.
just teleported.
You just teleported up there. You didn't run past.
Sean shoots at Vash. What a jerk.
Oh,
Wait, we can't teleport yet.
I'll go put
No.
those on the cart.
The crossbows.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll help you do that.
crossbows are legit.
Okay.
Especially because
Well-
you're doing it yourself, you look short-handed.
As at this point as well, I shall remind you, if you had forgotten otherwise, that goblins are. There's a bounty on goblins.
Oh, so we
there's
should
still
be
a bounty
collecting
on
those
goblins.
ears.
Yeah. We could collect. Oh no, you meant to collect the heads. So let's collect all the heads. Chop, 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 chop.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Who's
Let's
going to
not-
carry them?
We've got a
The-
cart.
The horse
Yep.
and cart.
Literally, we have a murder cart.
Yep.
Oh,
We sure do.
Gonna have
So,
to wash
um,
that out
This is
later.
what you
can
need
keep-
it for.
You can keep your ears there too if you want.
you can also
Um,
take 3 carrion worm heads because they're worth money as well.
Was that your reaction, Vex?
wait, what?
The
In the Discord.
If Den had no means, Den could not speak.
no, it actually stops me speaking quite as much.
I don't know. I think it empowers you. So the bounty recently, or previously, was goblins, 5 gold piece per head. Generic monsters, i.e. anything which was not a goblin, orc, or a giant, was worth 10 gold piece per head. So each of these goblins is worth 5, and each of the carrion worms is technically worth 10.
Is it?
Nice.
Do we still have our dwarven guard on our cart?
They do.
Yeah.
Yes,
he'll,
they
be
do.
he'll be outside.
Good, because we're about to put like
We've got-
quite a
you
large
have-
chunk of
you-
money on the
you
back of
have
that
2.
wagon.
You have Thadir and you have Jaw.
Sure.
Yes. They have to keep
Fine.
the mercenaries off our loot.
How many goblin heads was it?
Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
You might have to measure
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
The one that's cut in half only counts as 1.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think
Have you got
I
the
think
ones on the wall
18.
and stuff?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
included those.
Okay, cool.
Can I just check, Henry? I assume when you were hearing those prices, you were like, so a bullet per goblin is a net even?
That's right.
Thought you might be.
No. I'm just commenting that healing is expensive. It's just cheaper
It is.
to kill things with before they hurt you.
It's not
Murder
expensive.
is cheaper in real life too.
It's not expensive
Right.
if the cleric casts the spell.
But then he can't animate dead.
Well, I can. They're a different level spell.
Can't animate dead if you cut their heads off. It has to be an intact body.
Mm.
You guys remember the first spell I cast for this party?
Unsuccessfully mute group.
They had
Yes.
there were like a few scimitars, weren't there?
Each of the Goblin Warriors, which are these ones here. So this guy here who's in half, this guy here, are they the only two? Yes, each of them carried a scimitar. The scimitars are not particularly what you would call
High quality.
high quality, or the type that you would be able to sell to someone, except for maybe scrap. They are
Okay.
functional.
Collecting the metal. Yeah, we'll collect scrap metal.
Okay.
Metal is mined and then refined. Like metal's
Yeah,
worth stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we're
is.
gonna collect up the metal. We've got a rent shirt and stuff. Do you just want to give us a weight in metal then? Or
Just say you've got scrap.
okay, scrap. Goblin scrap metal.
Yep.
Then you'll be saying, "Well, these stones quite useful." You know,
I mean, if it
stone
was
is
cut stone.
well, it is cut stone. It's all cut
I
stone.
know.
Here.
Hey,
That's kind of more useful where it is.
I'm saying it is actually pretty useful. Like moving a castle could, yeah. I don't disagree. If we had
One
the
wagon
infrastructure
load
to do
at
it,
a time.
But-
probably not worth it with what we've got a cart.
You
If
got
you
to
have
Yeah,
like
I
big
mean,
ass
it's
wagons though.
you got to get the people in here to do it. You're not going to move stone, are you?
No, we'd hire
Absolutely
people.
not.
Absolutely.
And they'd all
Yeah, it's
probably
like-
die.
Yeah, we'd have
Yeah.
to guard them. That's what I'm saying. We could hire like a big expedition, come in here.
I
dig
feel like
everything up and
I feel
walk
like we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I know.
You
Look,
also
I'm not
technically
saying we
don't
do that.
have the authority, but you know, you could have if you went and spoke to Quell. I'm sure he'd be happy to. Oh wait, you're blank.
I
Okay,
believe
guys.
I believe Hypatia Zedong said that authority comes out of the barrel of my boomstick.
I'm not sure that I want to journey through the hole that carrion worms come out of anymore.
You
Oh,
reckon?
what did you think was going to be in there?
Yeah,
A land of gold and riches.
I
thought it was
feel
going to be
like
full of
Shiro,
goblins, not.
you were a
the
little
carrion worms.
short-sighted with this.
Eh,
I think you need to just raise your vision here.
I thought it was where the goblins were coming from, not the carrion worms. He
They'll
said the
be
carrion
coming
worms
too.
were here.
Okay, las dos.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Well,
agree with the strangely goblin-speaking.
look. Before it was only you guys who had been bitten and stuff. Now that I've been bitten, I'm just not that cool with it anymore.
Yeah.
Technically, you weren't bitten.
You
because
weren't
Legit.
bitten.
You got shot
Oh,
by a
it's
crossbow.
true. I got shot in the back. Yeah, but it came really close to me, so I'm like, I'm not loving it anymore. I was brave for a while, but then reality caught up. Now I'm like,
Is this an accurate?
oh, damn. I thought that was the guy who always does the cup song.
Oh, no.
Like the song comes on and he freaking, no. I love that.
Cool.
Anyway.
Well, we can leave it there for the evening, for the session.
Indeed. Thank you for another session. Oh,
We'll
wait.
have to come up with a
MVPs,
plan of what
please.
to do.
Yes, have to open Messenger.
That means I have to do so as well.
Win-win.
He's never choosing you in a tie break.
No, he does.
Ah, that
That's
does
the
work. Beautiful.
irritating thing.
So if everyone can whisper to me who they vote for the MVP tonight. Yes, I gathered that you would be voting that way.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be alone.
One, two, that test came through successfully. So I just need from Sean and from Vash. Do you remember how to do the whisper, Vexxi?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so Hypatia wins quite easily there.
Well, my comment is, hopefully that came across. That was me trying to do the blowing smoke away from the battle thing.
Yeah, it did not come across at all.
Oh,
But
We got it.
And
Yes.
runner-up is going to be Hydra. So it means I got a runner-up to choose between two players. And I'm going to have to go with Vash.
Hey.
Excellent.
Cool.
indeed.
Right, so Vash,
Thank you.
you either get a minor blessing or you get 200 experience points. You can choose which one you want. Hypatia gets both for being the MVP. So let me pull up the minor blessings. Show. What do you feel like?
I don't even know if 200 XP is that much.
It is. It's a
not
good amount.
that much.
It's not heaps because
I care about XP so much.
okay,
Damn
it's
it.
No.
you need a lot to go up a level, but if you're not getting the chunks, over time, it takes a little bit longer. 200 XP is still pretty good. I mean, one of those carrion worms is worth, I think, about 600 and something XP, and that's split 6 ways after that. So each carrion worm's only worth 100. As an
Pretty
example.
good.
The blessings can be pretty useful, as you saw. One of them saved Oz's life.
My life. Yep.
and yeah, they've said the minor blessings have been definitely saving people, even if nothing else, by giving other people bonuses.
Yes. I used all the ones that I had to stop Al from aging.
I think I'll take the
Yeah, it was worth
blessings.
it.
It seems more interesting.
Cool.
They
Alright, I
definitely
shall
are.
Yeah.
deal these out. You're able to hold up to a maximum of 8 blessings. That's minor and major combined. Alright, so let me hide that deck back.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright. So there we go. I've dealt you each. There we go. Done. Don't know what you got. It's there somewhere. Cool. Alright,
What's too good for backstory?
what's that, sorry?
Lenser is too good for a backstory.
Oh, right. Yes. Good point.
Yeah,
Cool.
I forgot to mention that my backstory means I deal like plus 50 damage to carrion worms. So actually, my arrow would have killed it rather than the crit there. Uh,
Oh, for
And that
reading.
was the
have you ever had someone who tried to do stuff like that, Grail?
What's that?
Like be really fucking like not cheesy, I guess, but like try to game the system with their backstory, like having or just like in character creation in general.
So yes, I have. In 3rd edition, I kid you not, the exact character that was requested, I can't remember what it was, but it was something along the lines of a half celestial, half fiend, half dragon, insectoid, feral minotaur, or something like that. And it's just like, we're starting at 1st level, and that's got like plus 15 level adjustment. So yes, they try to do weird things, and I am very. Backstories aren't a player's carte blanche ability to sit down and write whatever they want. They've got to fit into the setting, to the lore, to the game, and you can't have a 1st level character who is the heir to a great fortune, who defeated ancient evil, blah blah blah, and so you can't, because you're a first level character, you're starting off. You could know about that stuff perhaps, but I'm always, backstories inform how you role play the character going forward. They are what got you to this point, what empowered you or enabled you to decide you're going to become an adventurer. Because being an adventurer is a pretty shit life. Why are you doing that? And then it helps you make your role-playing decisions and your choices when you're going forward. It helps inform your character's personality and what they like and dislike. It shouldn't be seen as your future. It's your backstory. I see a lot of people who try to write their backstory to say, this is how my character is going to be in the future, this is what they're going to do, this is who they're going to be, I'm going to become the king of the empire that was sunk below the sands, blah blah blah. It's just like, no, you might think you're going to be that, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Backstories, I like small, concise backstories, and then you expand on them, expound what you
in the actual game,
upon, what you in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, most starting characters are teenagers or in their early 20s at most. Even spellcasters, you're only just starting out. It's a lot different if you're starting with a high-powered game where you're starting off at 10th, 15th level. Sure.
Yeah.
Then you can
But that again, that's a different setting.
Different setting, whole different kettle of fish. And the backstories that players have given for this, there hasn't been a single backstory that I thought was poor. Even the really small, concise ones touch upon a few bits and pieces here, which I can like. And I'm not one of these DMs who will use your backstory to tell the story. That's not what a backstory is for. But I will chuck little snippets from your backstories into the game so that they will help you take your character in a direction up to you, how you approach it, or just to say, well, here's something. This can be either an emotional key point for you to pass or take your character down some route, or to decide you want to work on something, or it can even just be a little Easter egg for your character. So, oh yeah, that character was in my backstory. That's really cool. How those little snippets will appear is, and they're fairly ad hoc. I don't use them very heavy-handed. They're fairly sparse, but they do happen. But how you, as a player, use them, that's up to you. So I touched on Marks, I've touched on Minervas, I've touched on Hypatias, I've touched on Jaquans.
On old drains.
Yep, touched on old drains. I've touched on them here and there. I've touched on Sean's once or twice as well, just little bits. Now, Marks I touched on a bit. I don't throw them in your face. It's up to you to know your backstory as well. Sometimes, like when I introduced Geffen the Paymaster and Ro had forgotten that was the name of I just said, just so you know, this was your, the dude that meant a lot to you when you were growing up. And he went, oh, cool. So, yeah. But what I do as well is, if you give me something to use for even just a little bit here and there, or if I like the backstory, if I think the backstory helps tell a tale or gives you something to move your character in a direction that you might like, then what I would do is give your character something. A lot of characters got stat bonuses or got an item here or there, just to say this is keyed into your backstory. Again, that's how I use backstories, and that's how I like them to be used. Because again, it is the backstory, it is the history of your character, not the future, but it can inform your choices in the future. So I don't like the 10-page backstories. I think that they're things that people write themselves into corners that they will soon forget and ignore. Or they don't give themselves any wiggle room. If they want to stick to that, then they don't allow themselves to grow because they've already written their growth in. And If they want to write novels, write novels. If you want to play a game, give yourself room to maneuver.
Or Minerva.
Or maneuver.
Yep, she does have one of those backstories that are pretty open.
Mm-hmm. But that's just my take on it, and that's how I like my players to do it. The other thing is, if everyone tries to write 10-page backstory and wants it to be the direction that their character goes in a game, and I have 6, 7, or 8 players in that game, then it becomes a jousting match.
Yep.
And you can't really do that. And unless everyone sits down and writes a backstory which has similar keynotes and directions, etc., then having players take their characters along those journeys becomes really difficult for them to stay together, and the suspension of disbelief has to be, really stretched, or you need to make some really strange decisions, or it just doesn't work. So I'd rather have characters that where their backstories are informative for future direction rather than restrictive.
Yeah, and you create a backstory the longer you play together.
Absolutely.
We now have like a massive backstory in the valley where, we murdered some guy sometime. I don't know, sure it wasn't there. And I have nothing to do with it. And yeah, all those sort of things. Rescue some people
we got
from a
executed with
mine.
murdering some guy.
Wow, that's rough, buddy.
Yep.
Checked out some ruined tower.
But I
Bought
mean,
some monsters.
but I
Killed a
mean,
titan.
there were things that get touched on from backstories that even after characters die, I'll touch on parts of the backstory because it's worthwhile. And even if the character's not there, the player might find that backstory still being kept alive is pretty cool.
Yes, I am very happy about it. No doubt. Belly is 10 out of 10.
Billy's pretty cool.
All right. Well, it has been a pleasure. This was a great session.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Other than the
Yeah.
internet dropping out multiple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Still
certain.
good.
I'm certain Telstra have been dicking around. So
Well, it is Telstra. I mean, by dicking around, they may have just been like, "Hey, let's just put this plastic bag in a pit and see what happens."
yeah, at first I thought it was weather, and then when DNS errors started popping up all over the place, it's like, yeah, and it wasn't just on one device. It was on my phone, it was on my tablet, and it was on my PC. So
Oh yeah.
it was, cool. Anyway, thanks for
What-
that.
It seemed to
One
cut you to
last-
come back.
One last gift for you, Grail, for your internet.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
And possibly next session
you.
we'll return to town and start shopping again.
I
I think that's what Sean
mean,
was voting for, wasn't it?
we're going down the hole.
We're going down the hole. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm excited for that now. Lenza probably isn't, but I am.
It's a carrion worm generating machine. We'll just throw a javelin in it and get another one and get
That's
another
10
one.
gold. You know?
It's gold. and,
It's
and probably won't kill one of us.
it's a time compressed alternate reality, and we will emerge 10 levels higher, riding carrion worm steeds.
And wielding carrion worms.
Yeah, one in
I-
each hand.
I was expecting you to post that. Well, now I'm not going to do that. Given response, Grail.
I've never changed anything based upon what players have done, even if I've thought that sounds a lot cooler than what I had planned. And the reason I don't do it is because it will screw up the internal consistency of the game.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to steal their ideas, and also because I don't know if it actually will pan out better. Who knows?
Oh, it's fun so far.
Yeah, 60 sessions in.
Mhm.
And only one of those involved a dwarf falling through a bridge.
Lift
But it
your
seemed
game,
like it
party.
happened every session since.
Cool. All right. Thank you very much, guys.
GG,
Alright,
that was
cheers.
fun.
Thank you.
See ya.